I have my shit open. If my shit is separated, I should probably also look at my, audio before I start up the game, but that's fine. That's fine. I have absolute faith
When do you ever do that?
I have absolute faith in it. I shouldn't. I absolutely should not have any faith in my audio at this point, but I have absolute
you're
faith
lying.
in my audio. What?
Okay, so it's not just my audio freaking out that's doing that.
Am I lagging?
Speaking of audio freaking out, I really hope that the mic doesn't end up like cutting out in the middle, like the most important thing, because it's been like doing that for a while.
Your mic.
I said I spy another issue with the stream.
Oh, it's the tags.
Oh no. Well, that too, but double check Averin's icon.
Oh, god damn it! I forgot. What
did you do?
I didn't change her.
Using your default streamer, her icon.
Yeah, I used your jump chain one.
Oops.
There we go. Now you're the proper Averin. Do I need to pop out of the call and pop back in, or is my audio stable for y'all?
You're really lagging, honey.
Okay, hold on. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
Oh my. And there we are.
Hi. Am I back? Am I alive?
I think so.
Okay.
Back
We're gonna
in
pretend
black,
I'm alive.
baby.
And I am going to edit the stupid fucking tags again. Boop, 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 boop. Done. There we go. Okay, life finds a way. And we should be good. Hopefully I'm not lagging for you guys. Words are words, and we are fine and dandy. Dancing, crying, exploding. Hi.
Yep.
Hello and welcome, dear patrons, to Tables of Tartarus, a chapter of Purgatory Corner. I am your storyteller, Sinspeaks, and today we shall be continuing the tale of shifting fates. Come on in, take a seat, and let your imagination run free. Ellie, I believe
Honey,
you aren't
you're
on.
still lagging.
How am I
Yeah, a
lagging?
little bit.
I'm at 76 ms. Hold on, let me.
Yeah, we're definitely doing that. 100%.
Okay. Gotta throw off the DM.
Oh, God. Oh, wait. What happened to my audio? Fucking hell. Hi?
Honey buns.
Hi.
Oh, Jesus. Hold on. Hold on, I have to fix my audio.
Okay.
Do. Oh my God, the fly is coming. The fly is back. The fly.
Oh, hey, so you might want to check the stream again.
Okay.
Focus.
Why?
Hey, you might want to check the stream again, Sid.
Why aren't you connecting? Why aren't you
There are
connecting?
no icons.
Oh, there we go.
Are you on the wrong
Okay,
server?
icons are back. Am I still lagging for you guys?
There we go. You sound fine for the moment, but that was true for the last time you disconnected.
Alright. Fuck this fly, by the way. We've been tortured by these stupid flies the size of my fucking thumb
Mostly
for
you.
like a week. It's
Mostly you.
pissing me off so bad. Okay. So, we should be good. And always let me know, folks, if we aren't good. The viewers heard the stream fine when I did my intro, so I'm not going to bother redoing it. But, so, last episode, you guys were inside of the lovely town of...
You didn't name it.
Wait, we've been in the Dwarven City for like
There we
3
go.
episodes and he still hasn't named it?
No, have
Oh
not
my
named it. We're gonna
gosh.
call it... Allie, what's the name we had for it before?
Oh my gosh, you mean the name that I chose for it that you didn't like? Give me a
For the
second.
love of God, I'm just gonna strip one. I'm from a different campaign. And no, it's not related to us. Just call it Iron Oath.
Hold on.
Iron Oath?
Hold
That's
on.
interesting.
No. Hold on.
Yeah, I wanna hear Allie's name.
Let me sign in to my thing real quick.
You got this.
Valhendrix Keep.
Valhendrix Keep.
I like that.
I also don't remember if I
There you
named the King Valhundrix, but y'all have not actually asked his name, so...
Good excuse.
Dude, only one party member has even met them.
Exactly, and you never asked his name, so yeah.
Internal screaming.
Well, I mean, for what I was doing at the time, one would have assumed she already knew it, and Avern didn't want to have to deal with not knowing two names
Fair.
at the time.
Yeah, you
Two
know.
very important names.
So, y'all were inside of... Actually, y'all y'all were further inside
Wait,
the cave.
Sim,
You were inside the library.
when did I make a stealth check?
I legitimately don't know.
Honey, it
Oh
was
no,
earlier
Ellie
today.
made that. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ellie was
Don't worry
testing
about
out.
it. We were
Ellie was trying to
testing out
figure out
something
how
earlier.
stealthy the party was going to be, and
Yeah.
yeah,
We'll find out later. It's
she
okay.
found it very
no.
entertaining. Your numbers. But anyway,
fine.
so y'all were inside a Dwarven Keep. You guys met with the blacksmith, got a couple of items each. Ellie got 2 more standing stones, I believe. So now you have 4 in total.
No, 3.
1 for each party. You got 3?
No, wait, yeah. 2. 2 additional ones for the group. Yeah.
Cool. 2 additional, so technically your whole party has 1 sending stone, with the exception of one of your members. Whoever that member may be, I mean, that's up to you guys to decide. But you guys have 4 sending stones in total. Wally got a chambered flask that allows him to have 4 potions, or 4 effectively potions inside of 1 flask. Effectively, this can be either you flavoring various spells, or it can be that you have a free action to switch whichever vial is inside of the chamber, and then drink that vial, essentially. Makes it easier for your life. And then Bill got a new hand. It's a dragon hand. It's a very special hand that he can use to claw people to death with. It's a little bit bigger than his normal hand, and it's like mechanical pieces next to the ginormous thick bone, which I believe was a rib bone, if I recall correctly. So it's just a massive item on his left hand that's actually almost fused with his forearm, from the elbow, I believe, is where it was cut off. So that's fairly useful for him. And then Averin wanted to get a new item based on her lyre, and so she gave it to him, but you guys would have to wait at least a day to get it back. So then y'all went into the library, managed to get your way into the building. Bill did, because the small tiny bean was excited about meeting the Alcoholics member, possibly rising up in the ranks, possibly the second head. No one actually knows where Bill stands right now inside of the Alcoholics Club. Also, no one was asked. And then the rest of you got in by various means, either explaining your reasoning to be there, or various other stuff. Like Jackson is just a bodyguard for Iron Belly. Same with, I believe, Averin was just a bodyguard for like Bill or something like that. So I managed to get in. You managed to go to... Is my microphone actually catching Ruby? I'm shocked.
Yeah.
Or is that your microphone
I mean,
catching Ruby? Ellen?
No, that's your microphone catching her. She's in
Wow.
Aurora's room right now.
Oh no, that was
Yeah.
yours that time.
Well, that's because I was holding down my button.
Oh, okay. I don't know what she's calling out about, but she is having a time.
She's waging war.
You know, sometimes when you're a baby, war has to be raged.
War has changed.
But yeah, so y'all went into the library itself, inside the area. This is essentially the tomb of knowledge, more or less. Many people actually go in here can spend their entire lives in this building without ever coming out. There's that much information, and it's consistently updated. Natalie, if you can fill up my water, my mouth's starting to get dry again. But it's consistently updated. Everything's kind of packed in there, and it's
Wait, did he
always
ask
growing
something?
deeper. Huh?
What did you ask?
If you could fill up my water.
Ah, okay. Sure.
Yeah. And let me know when you're at the door. And so you guys kind of walked in there. Ellie wanted to know, I believe, more information about the Akashic records, which is something that she can use over Ezekiel. Bill wanted to know more information about dimensions, various ways of moving between dimensions, and various other knowledge of that sort. And Rowena was in there, and Oliver wanted to talk with them about alchemical knowledge that he has and possesses and wishes to give to them as a additional additive to their collection. Averin, on the other hand, decided to go the entire opposite direction, sneak all the way, probably several hours, all the way to the king, disguise herself as Rowena, who was injured, go into the area, talk with the dwarven king, tell him that the orcs are going to straight up march into the dwarven area through their shortcut. The elves needed his help, had an incredible deception roll, and nearly killed him because of something he asked, which was your first name so I can call upon you properly. And she gave some bullshit answer that I don't actually remember what was.
Magdalene.
Magdalene. And then she left, and no one's the wiser in the situation as she came all the way back, and the only person who would have even faintly known that she was gone was Oliver, who did notice that she had come back, but also just kind of figured that she was always there. So you guys are inside the library. By the end of your library trip, you guys will have roughly about a day before Rowena comes back to the Dwarven village. Most likely by that time, you guys will be able to get through the entirety of the caves, but that is not a guarantee, especially since it took Averin several hours while invisible and not necessarily running, but going at a pretty steady pace while stealthing. So for the rest of you being a 4-person team, because Jackson and Ironbelly are not coming with you, it will be a much longer trek, most likely. But Averin does now have the entire path laid out, and so she comes back. You guys are probably looking through all your information. I would say that Ellie, you want to know more about the Akashic records. There is exceptionally little information about it, but when you have the time, feel free to roll me an investigation check. Wally, you're looking for more information, I believe, specifically about different dimensions, different planes, different ways of traveling between them. Is that correct? If you're still there.
She's dead.
Bill.
I thought you were talking to Allie.
Oh, no, Ellie has to give an investigation check when she's good.
Oh.
But I was asking Bill. I'm assuming Bill's AFK. I'm assuming that BR... Yeah, 9 minutes ago, that's from Bill. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, are you back?
Grabbing dinner. Yes.
Oh, you're
I
good.
just
Okay.
got back.
Yeah, I thought the BRB was from yesterday, so sorry about that.
No, that was today.
So you're looking for information specifically about the various planes, how to transfer between planes, and other information of that sort?
Yes.
Okay. Feel free to roll me also investigation check or perception, whichever one is higher. And you're a little bit quiet just so you're aware.
The boost has been activated, and
Nice. And then Ellie, same thing for you is investigation. There you go. Cool.
Perception.
Yeah, investigation or perception. So Ellie, you have a 19, and Bill, you have a 22. Nice.
Good.
So I would say that for Ellie, that's a pretty good roll. There is very little knowledge about the Akashic records. I mean, like, from like poring over the books for hours on hours on end, you find one book with one passage that vaguely refers to the Akashic records. And essentially what that passage says is that it is an incredibly difficult to get to plane of existence. It holds all knowledge, past, present, and future. And those who are able to gain their way to the Akashic records will in and of themselves become universal beings. They will gain all knowledge that has ever and will ever be created. And that's essentially all the information you would have gotten on that point. That's effectively the only thing there. It was inside of a book that was basically like the places you should never go, or possibly fantasy realms, or, you know, it's a very weird mismatched book that you aren't quite sure if even is true. Bill, you find a lot more. Find a lot more information than she did. Essentially, the information that you get, Bill, is that there are a significant quantity of planes. From the water planes to the fire planes, the earthen planes, which is basically just a solid rock universe, which is kind of odd to think about, to planes that people can't even conceptualize or really visualize or describe in a particular format. And, but in order to cross planes or transfer between planes, you either need to find a rift in space, which can be found in many different locations. Fire elementals find their rifts usually in lava areas. Earthen ones can find a plane rupture in any earthen area. For example, desert is the most common. Water ones, there's been rumors that if you fall into an ocean and you go all the way to the bottom, there can be rifts in space that form, that summon into elemental areas. Again, you're not entirely sure how accurate most of this is, or whether or not it's true, but it's a lot of information like that, where it's like, if you find a place that could in theory connect to the elemental plane, or a elemental plane, you could find a rift. And if you find a rift, you can in theory either cross the plane or even ride the rift. No one knows if you can actually do it. Very few high-level experimental sorcerers and wizards have attempted it, but none have ever really returned to expand their knowledge. And so there's like 5 or 6 or 7 or so books that you find that has this sparse information that talks about these various planes or various portals or different aspects of that sort. And then Oliver, with you talking to the individual, kind of talking to him about alchemy and everything, it takes a long time to kind of detail all this information, to place down all of this knowledge that you have, and explaining how your notes work and all that other information. They eventually do get it. And you can tell that the elven girl who's talking to you is very proficient with probably alcoholic experimentalizations, or even maybe bomb style experimentations, because she picks up on it rather quickly. Some of the fine-tune aspects she doesn't really know, but she does learn how it works fairly simplistically. But it does take quite a few hours.
I mean, I am teaching random people how to instantly become a level 3 class from a book. I think that's going to take a bit of time.
Yeah. But about probably 12-ish hours pass or so. So a long period of time. Bill, you've probably read like everything you can imagine is in this area in reference to the planes, based on what they've told you about the segmented sections. Ellie, you're not finding any more information about the Akashic records aside from that. Averin has already come back, probably going through her head on a lot of things that she's done so far. And Oliver, you finally finished up on your conversations. You're all kind of tired. It wasn't really a strenuous activity, but it was a very mentally taxing activity. Especially reading through the books. It's just tiring. Although, actually, Averin, you're very tired in terms of physical movements and stuff, because you really stressed your body for like a couple hours, and then a couple hours back, and then just kind of waiting around, basically. So you're really tired.
Imagine I'm probably like leaning against a bookshelf with my like my eyes like kind of closed.
Mm-hmm.
Very edgy looking.
Oh, yeah. And then Ellie and Bill, you guys are pretty far down the area, but you can start making your way back up if you wish. 50 flights of stairs is nothing to sneeze at. So, might take a while unless you have any other form to go up. I think maybe one of you guys had a piece of rope or something.
I mean, I'm pretty sure all of us have like a 50-foot bundle.
Yeah.
It's a really common item
I
to
still has rope.
appear in starter sets.
So, Ellie, you definitely didn't tie a rope to the top before flinging yourself over like a cannonball that had no
Okay,
real
you know what?
destination.
I'll just call out for Jackson, see if he'll hear me.
Jackson's with you.
Oh, he followed me?
Yeah.
Oh, honey, no. Now we're both stuck.
He followed you 12 hours ago. He's just been wandering with you.
Okay,
Probably also
you
trying to look through
know-
books that you weren't able to.
Why does he have to be so reliable?
He also informs you that he found jack shit about the Akashic records. Very little.
Well, I'm glad we had a wonderful time, a wonderful one-on-one time searching books.
That was kind of peaceful. Yeah.
I have an answer.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm scared.
that's
I am
dangerous.
too, because I actually know what that spell does.
One medium-sized small creature must save on a saving throw, be pushed 5 feet away from you. Technically, there's nothing that says I can't use this as to push myself upwards.
That's true. If you click the name, by the way, at the bottom of its little info block, it says info. And if you click that, it'll show all the info relating to it, too. I don't know why it doesn't do that automatically anymore, but...
I can see the info.
Yeah.
Okay, for a half second there, I was expecting you to use that to throw somebody over the handrails or something.
No. I'm pushing myself up the middle of the corridor because I'm not walking up 50 flight of stairs as a 2'2" Kenku.
It is a
Each step
cantrip,
would-
so...
Yeah, it's a cantrip. I could technically spam it.
Yeah. And honestly, if it pushes 5 pounds like 10 feet away, it pushes you up a little bit, and so you just keep doing it, doom 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 doom, and since you're in the middle, it's like not really affecting anything or anyone, so
No, I
no one
mean-
really tries to stop you.
One medium or small creature of your choice must succeed a saving throw or be pushed away from you 5 feet.
Oh, okay.
Technically, there's nothing that says I can't just aim this at the floor and push myself upwards.
Yeah, so you just keep getting pushed 5 feet upwards, and no one's really bothering to stop you. You're not really doing
He's
anything.
gonna watch you go up and nudge Jackson. It's like, well, I guess it's a good thing he's not he doesn't get motion sickness.
Yeah, I feel like that would be very uncomfortable for him going up that high.
Though, do birds really get motion sickness?
I don't know. Hey, Bill, do you
I
get
totally
motion
forgot to give you
sickness?
your water.
He just keeps going up. The only sickness I feel is not having enough booze.
Yeah.
Like that'd be a bad thing to
Fair,
do up
fair.
there. I'm gonna grab my water real quick, so I'll be right back. Boop-a-doop-a-doo.
Okay, right. Are we still on to kill the king?
Why y'all wanting to kill the king?
Yes,
Just
I
to
was
throw a
gonna
wrench in the plan.
say,
we need to arrange a plan while he's not at the microphone.
Yeah. We're gonna rob him too, right? Either or. Someone.
or at least
I'll,
light his pants on fire. That'd be
I will
funny.
pop in.
Kill the
I'll
king.
shoot some arrows. I'll distract him. You guys rob him blind.
That would be a very complicated circumstance given what's
He's
actually
coming back
going
off
on.
of-
Okay. No. It's fine. He can
We have
pop into
potions of
towards the end.
invisibility as free
Potions?
casts.
Potions
Sorry, I
multiple.
I have the ability to cast the spell invisibility, both using spell slots and a free cast.
That's
So,
fair.
Let's
Blizzard,
go.
I already asked him if I could pour the invisibility potion into my mug, so we have an infinite amount, but it wouldn't work because the liquid would carry over repeatedly, but not the effects.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunate.
Mm.
Also, welcome
Exceptional.
back, Sin.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Anyway, the DM's back, guys, so back on track.
The
Indeed,
DM
indeed.
is staring intently at existence. It's okay. But yeah, so
That sounds grim.
Bill makes his way back up. Do you decide to let a rope over for your poor unfortunate teammates?
No.
All right, fair enough.
Friendly reminder: there's still a competition of who makes the most moves between Ellie and Jackson.
Yeah.
So is there any particular way you're gonna get upwards, Ellie, or you just gonna make your way up the staircase, the very daunting?
I mean, I could jump on Jackson's back and say, "Yeah, pony," but I think I'll just stare at him and say, "Want to race?" and then just take off.
He'll probably just shake his head a little bit and he'll start running after you. It takes you guys probably about 15, 20 minutes or so, all the way to get all the way up the 50 flights of stairs. You're dead tired. Roll me acrobatics.
Acrobatics? I would have assumed that would be athletics.
Yeah, sorry, athletics.
I feel like Dex.
Roll me athletics, which neither he nor you are super good at. But he still wins by 1 point.
You know what?
So he managed to overtake you after like a probably 10 minutes.
Barely.
Jesus Christ.
Barely.
So much dice.
Considering she had a head start, we could also just make the comment that's just like he made it to the top at basically the exact same time she did.
No, he threw her off somehow. He did something to slow her down.
See, he like catches up to you. You guys are about to get up there, and he just looks at you and he goes, "Ooh la la," and you're like, "Huh?
Yeah, that would slow her down.
What? Ah, shit, fuck." But you two eventually get up there. You are now dog tired. Like you feel like you just ran a marathon because you basically just did. You can see Averin laying against a hold on. Not right now, Aurora. Sorry. You can see Averin like laying or leaning against a bookshelf, and you can see how did that catch me? The fuck? Oh, because I only muted myself on Discord. Whoops. Oh well. Anyways, so you can see, you can see everyone leaning against a bookshelf. You can see, Bill doing whatever it was that Bill's going to be doing up there for like 20 minutes.
Taking the books with him, just puts them on the counter. Can I check out these?
The probably the elven lady wouldn't be looking at you, but probably another person at the front shelf would be, and she'd be smiling at you. I would probably say she would be. Let's go with a dwarven lady. The dwarven lady looks at you and she's just like,
Wasn't she? Wasn't she an elf?
"Oh no, the elf is talking with Oliver."
Oh, right, yes.
Yeah, dwarven lady looks at you and just goes, "Well, you can, but it needs to be a book we've already copied over. Obviously, we can't just let anyone take out the books, otherwise we kind of lose all the information that we have, and that would be a no-go. So I'm gonna look through these books real quick. Which level did you get them from? You probably searched roughly between like level 41, 43.
Near the bottom.
Ah. Well, we typically get some of the higher up ones already done, checked out. Let me look through these. I'll get you some of them that we have already run through. I'll roll d20. Higher is more. All right, 14. All but two of them. All but two of them are already copied over, and she hands you like the 5 of them that you brought up. So these are the ones you can have. We already have these checked over and copied, and all the information's already set down. These 2 we still need to. If you want to read these, you can read them inside the records room. Here, she gestures to her around her. But these ones you can take with you if you'd like. We have many copies of them. And yeah, and then you guys essentially will have gotten up there while he's doing that. Oliver, you probably would have started to finish up kind of the information. You probably thrown down as much information as you kind of can to this elven person at this point. She's learned all the steps, and now she can essentially read your book with semi-efficiency, write down whatever she needs to, copy over as much as she needs to. She's probably copied over the vast majority of your book as well into various notes, or even to its own transcript and such like that. So she has your information down. You guys have talked through. She knows how to do it now. So you're pretty much free to go as well. So you see kind of the others looking just very, very tired. Bill, I mean, he just looks like Bill. Averin looks like she's half dead.
Welcome back, everyone. How long was I there?
Well, just 50 years. Also, Jackson cheats at races. Don't race.
I don't know. I think something like that would probably make it all the more satisfying to win.
I cheat in my favor, but if she can win, it means she's better. See, Ellie? You gotta be better.
Pretty sure you were purposely hanging behind me, but you know what? Whatever.
Okay.
Averin, have you been there the entire time? You didn't want to look into any sort of books? You look like you practically fell asleep.
Oh, yes. I'm fine. I had nothing of importance to look at.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Seems like the perfect place to do something like that. To do some research. There's probably some sort of songbook somewhere in here.
Well, I'm sure. Well, what were you looking at? Seems like you all had quite the educational journey.
I was educating them on the basics of alchemy.
Fascinating. How did that go?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it seems that she, at the very least, can read the notebook. Not certain how much she picked up when I went through the history of alchemy, but maybe that's probably for the best.
Impressive, nonetheless.
Yeah, I didn't get much from my research, but it's as expected. It's not a known library.
Fair. Everyone stares at Bill.
I read a book.
Very
Perfect. So just finger crossbows.
Nice.
Oh, neat. Jackson also read a book.
I read many.
Is perfect.
It was extremely unhelpful, but I read many. So, where are you guys off to? The Dwarven King now? You guys go and get some rest? You all look, he looks at Averin. Tired.
Well, at the very least, we should probably run in there and double check his status for the incoming war. And probably try and talk him into neutrality or... Dang, I'm really bad with the words. He just openly said as hand to face.
Well, I mean, if...
Ruby has some opinions.
Anyway. Literally which were not in here 10 seconds ago.
Yeah, Ruby has some opinions.
Anyway, if we take a rest, I heard back from Rowena that she might be a day away. So if we take a day rest, she's at least a day closer, and we can maybe meet the king with her. But that's up to everyone else. I mean, we're kind of on a tight schedule, but also not. Plus, it'd be better if everyone is up to rest rather than tired. Though I don't know if we need any more information from the library.
That's fair. I suppose if everyone's really feeling blah at the moment, then it might be in our best interest to get some level of rest, especially if these tunnels are as dangerous as the front guard said they are.
Oh, maybe we can gather up some information about what's ahead, you know?
Yeah,
From the locals around the library or something.
Yeah, seems like a good opportunity while we're here.
Well, we might even be able to get like a little scout group yeah, Ellie wouldn't know that. So we might even just have a little scout group to check ahead without getting into too much trouble, so we have an idea what we're up against so we can prep. We really don't want a repeat of what happened with the Dragonborns. Just saying.
Yeah, that's fair. It says visible sweat.
Everyone slowly
Looking
looks at
towards,
Bill, slowly
Bill's
looks at
arm.
Avrin.
Speaking of, on the way out, I'm going to need to ask the smith out there for another task, but that's probably something I should probably be speaking with somebody else about first.
Well, you guys are welcome to go back out. You guys now have a pass, so you can essentially go in and out of this cave however you wish. So you guys can go out if you want to take a night at the inn. It's been like 12 hours-ish, so it's probably back to near midnight once more. Something like that, so about a day away from pretty much when Rowena is starting her journey back towards the Dwarven caves, or the Dwarven city. And so you guys can go back out into the inn, take a rest, listen to some information, tall tales from many of the many of the bar folk. Go into the blacksmith if you'd like. You guys could talk about with some people who may or may not be around the library if you like. You could even ask the library people. Whatever you guys like to do is currently in your ballpark.
Wander around the caves aimlessly.
Considering how late it is, I don't even know if the king will be awake at this hour. But I also don't know how long it's going to take for us to get to the king.
Yeah, fair.
Technically, Avrin does have a map, so she would know the path, at least.
But do we know that she has the map? I can't
Yeah,
remember.
Iron Belly gave it to her
Okay.
while y'all were watching.
Okay.
Mhm.
Could I take a look at that? Maybe there's some sort of distance grid just as looking towards Avrin.
Oh, go ahead. Yes. She hands you the map.
I'll open it up and see if it's got some sort of measurement grid.
It does not. It is an extremely crudely made map, probably because Iron Belly didn't really care too much. It has a lot of specific features on it, things to look out for. At the very end of it, it has like the miners inn, which you assume is where a lot of the miners tend to just kind of be around. There's in the middle, kind of, it's a fork in the road. Yet another one that you guys are used to, and it says like go towards Diamond on it. And it's a very crude map. It's not something like super useful, but it does tell you where to go.
He just says in a frustrated tone before just placing two fingers on the map in between the entrance and the I'm just going to call it the library because I'm blanking on the actual term.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to start walking those fingers from the library all the way over to the marked King's Quarters to try and come to an estimation.
You give me well, we'll go with a survival check for this one. Kind of doing some rudimentary survival tactics. So
Well, crud.
So your
Will
assumption,
you take a look and help?
your assumption. I mean, he's kind of like walking. If you have no faith in him, you're welcome to look. Your assumption from this is that, you know, most people might say maybe a couple hours or something. You're looking at this, and your only distinction is that it could be either an hour distance or it'll take a week.
I mean, to be fair, the guards up front basically did say it would probably take over an hour, but we don't really know much beyond that.
Yeah. So your estimate between an hour and a week.
Just like looking at his fingers. I somehow don't think I'm measuring this right.
Now you can give him help if you like. Either you can have him roll advantage, or you can roll your own, Ellie. Depends on if you have higher than +4.
I don't. My survival is a +2.
Okay, roll with advantage then, Oliver. Just click that advantage button in the chat. Nice.
Oh, slick.
And it moves up to 20. Good job. That's the first time we've tried that, by the way, so I'm really glad that works.
Heck yeah.
So with the 20, you realize, no, you did that horribly wrong. Ellie looks at your fingers and goes like, "Are you supposed to be measuring it like that?"
Technically, no, but it's the easiest tool I have available at the moment.
So you try to redo it a little bit.
Based on what I saw Jackson do, it's like this. And she'll help.
Mm-hmm. So from what she's helped you now realize is that it's definitely not going to take more than a day, assuming, of course, that this is the only thing that you have to bypass this location. It will probably take around 5 hours of active marching or active processing to get there, not including any rests, any fights, or any interactions with other individuals. It'll take probably around 5 hours to cross the entire area, based on what you can tell from this extremely crude map.
If we went directly there, we would be up for a total of 17 hours, which is an hour longer than most people stay up in a day.
Yeah, you guys.
And it's probably not a safe idea to just camp out in the middle of these tunnelways. Let's be real.
Let us camp above the
Well,
lava,
that's
boys.
definitely true. I mean, it's not the first time we camped outside of something dangerous. I mean, there was that time with Mercy. Granted, we didn't know it was a bad place at the time.
Yeah, it might be worth just heading on back out and waiting for Rui to get back. I have a couple quick crafts I could probably be working on in the meantime anyway.
Yep.
But that's
It'd be a good
but that's
time
just my
to
opinion.
gather up information and get stuff prepped and such. So, good idea all around. And maybe we can run into some people and get an idea of sorts about what's up ahead, what to expect, what the king's like. Just as much information as we can and ask questions, since that's a pretty important thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's a small dagger to our DM.
Ask all the questions, thank you. Yeah, so you guys are planning on heading back into town?
They are.
Oh, actually.
I am literally wandering the caves alone. I do not care.
No,
But
You
Bill,
act
I
like
don't
you
think
can
the-
stop him?
literally say yes.
Okay, you forget I have a magic item that allows me. You cannot make a gap that is not 1 inch.
He can also go invisible. So probably while you were talking, he just went,
Oh
nope, bye.
my gosh.
Yeah,
Quite
he wandered off.
literally. We want to avoid the Dragonborn situation.
Bill
Man.
just straight up
Gosh.
vanishes. No one notices.
We
For
want to
everyone roll me
avoid the
perception.
Dragonborn situation. Proceeds to have the character.
If he's
with
going
the
invisible, then we have disadvantage on this check.
That's a fair point. Everyone roll me disadvantage perception. That's a nice amount of dice. That's 7, 12, 22. So Ellie, you are in fact the first one to notice. You guys are talking, and you're like, let's go back to town. You look around, notice that your little bird is just gone. And you hear the door behind you close.
Ellie's gonna run back to the door. It's like, we need to get back in. Our Pinku friend didn't follow.
Hey, what? You're in the library. You hear the door behind you, the library
Yes.
entrance close.
Okay, I pictured the cave itself. Like we meant. Okay.
No, you saw in the light. You're like,
This is why we can't have nice things when I'm juggling the kids and trying
No.
to listen.
anyways, yeah. So essentially, Bill walked
Anyway.
out of the library, all invisible,
Mm,
and you
okay.
just hear the door close. You're just like, huh?
Oh, we left. Okay.
Yeah.
So Ellie's going to look around and nudge Jackson. It's like, did you see where Bill went? It sounded like someone left the library, and I don't see him. So I'm gonna guess it was him leaving the library.
Oh, I have no idea. He just kind of vanished at one point, and then
Honey.
he left. I looked at him, and I looked at you, and I looked
Okay.
back at him, and he wasn't there.
So guys, Bill's gone again.
Oh dear.
And I don't know
Oh,
about you,
gosh.
but I really don't want a repeat of what happened at the Dragonborn camp.
Me neither, but the question is, where do we even begin searching?
I don't know. Maybe breadcrumbs? I don't know. Water droplets from a drink he had? We really need to tie a bell to him. Or give him a snack before he leaves.
I mean, I could probably make some sort of alcohol with the alchemy jug. It still has its charge for today.
Yes. And how are we going to give that to the bird that's now disappeared?
Maybe we don't have to.
They
If we
did
put
You
enough
want to
whiskey.
splash it on him?
If we put enough whiskey, if we put enough crap, apple swirling. If we put enough shot glasses on the ground, I'm pretty sure we'll see one of them lift up eventually.
I mean, I can guarantee you he's already left the library. So he would be somewhere in the caves at this point, I guess.
I will put your existence right there.
I
On
can
the
go see if I can find any sight of him in the caves. I'm very sneaky. I probably won't get into any trouble.
Yes, an invisible person trying to spot another invisible person.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, you're probably gonna need a couple more senses than just sight.
Averin, we already lost one team member that almost killed themselves last time they were by themselves. You
He
really
wasn't
don't need
by
a second one.
himself,
That's true.
Fair.
Okay, true.
though.
Here's with Harvey.
You know what? In either case, we should stick together because it's been proven otherwise what happens when we don't fight as a team.
Mm.
So while you guys are talking, we'll just move over to Bill here for a second. We'll go into this lovely battle scene. Boop, boop. There we go. So,
Going to freaking scream.
Bill, you're just wandered. You're just wandering a little bit. Roll me just a flat d20 real quick.
All right. Okay.
You're completely invisible. You're fairly confident. Jesus Christ, that's a lucky ass roll. You are fairly confident nothing can see you. And honestly, your existence is proving that matter. You're walking through the
I'm
area.
so mad right now.
You're looking through the gaps and stuff, there is active rivers of lava that is flowing not only beneath you, but above you as well. There's all kinds of things you're seeing here. And in this area, especially in this direction, you're actually seeing quite a few creatures that you're fairly certain you should stay away from. Not only are you seeing a bunch of different zombies that are just kind of laying around, they're ash and bone at this point. You're seeing a lot of fire elementals that are raging their way out of the lava itself. You see in the far distance, you see what looks like a fire giant who's just like lifting up boulders and placing them down and moving lava flows and stuff. Roll me a perception check real quick. There's also a lot of wildfire spirits too, just random spirits that are doing that. Jesus Christ, that's a good perception roll. All right.
So
You
mad
also
right
see
now.
you see in the far distance, probably maybe 40, 50 feet or so in this direction. I actually don't know how far that is from you. Yeah, no, 40, 50 feet. Wow, I'm good at what I do. 40 or 50 feet or so, you see a large mound of rubble. Now, this wouldn't be so strange to you, except you notice that it shifted. And so under the large mound of rubble, which you now realize is molten rock that is starting to form under him, you see this. It's actually not a young, it's a, there you go. It's a, Oop, that's not how you do that. Oh well. Anyways, you see that. That is, what you would possibly know. Actually, that's a good question. Roll me history. I'm not actually sure how much, you would know a lot of books about this, but I'm not sure if you would have actually read any of the books relating to this. Apparently not.
Oh no.
So, it looks like a very large lizard with wings that's buried under the rock and rubble, and lava flows are just kind of moving over it. Like, actual lava is just flowing over it like water. And it's just kind of sitting there shuffling. You see a significant amount of creatures around you, all kinds of beasts and beings, of just all kinds of variations and stuff like that, all wandering around. Most don't seem to really notice each other, don't seem to be bothered. The ash zombies, absolutely, are just wandering around. As not appropriate, like, description of how many there are around you, just kind of those that you're seeing at the moment. And they're just kind of all over, wandering, not really noticing each other. These guys absolutely look like old dwarves that just got burned to the bone, and then necromantic magic turned them into other beings and stuff like that. And then, obviously, a massive giant, whatever this thing is that you don't know about. This guy is clearly a lava elemental and stuff like that. And it's just all around you.
Alright. You just
Yeah.
gotta keep going.
Cool. Where are you going exactly?
Okay, I need to roll a 1d2 real quick. I need to make a choice.
Okay.
Alright, we're gonna go say hi to the giant.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So technically his route would be like something like that.
Like, kind of like there,
And then up.
Up.
Basically avoiding as much lava as possible.
Fair enough. It's hot as sweltering balls down here. Like, it's unbelievably hot, considering these are active magma flows. You're fairly certain that something down here is causing the heat to be lesser than what it should be, and you're not really sure what it is, but also you don't really care. You're not burning to death. That's all you really care about. And so you're kind of like crossing very carefully these lava flows and things. These spirits do not notice you at all, considering you're invisible. The ash zombie like walks in front of you, but you kind of like just sidestep it, and it just keeps going. It falls in lava for a second, pulls itself out. Lava just burns shit off of it. It's now crawling, and its leg seems to almost regrow for some reason or another, and it stands up again after a few minutes and keeps going. Very strange, but oh well. And you just keep going until eventually you kind of get to this little rock alcove almost. It's a good 15 feet upwards that you would have to climb in order to get to this rock giant.
Hey, you say 15 feet of climbing. I say 15 feet of enjoyable rocky experience.
Okay.
Time to run that new hand through its paces. Let's go.
As he
You
just
know, true.
climbs his way up. Just kind of looks at the giant.
Do me a favor, as you're climbing, roll me a let's go acrobatics. See how good you are at shoving your fist into a wall. All right, yep. You really do just absolutely climb your way up. Absolutely just, it's almost second nature to you, which is hilarious because you really don't deal with rocks that very much. And you're still invisible as you just kind of climb up to it. You see him you don't really know what he's doing at the moment, but it looks like he is, this one specifically, looks like he has a massive hammer in his hands, and he has a massive rock to his side, and he takes the hammer and swings into the rock, breaking it in two. And you see there are all kinds of metals inside this rock, and he seems to be like almost trying to forge something. And you see the lava in front of him is many times hotter than the lava that you've been avoiding recently. Even from your distance where you are right now, which is probably a good 30 some feet away from it, you can feel it like the very heat of the air is starting to burn your lungs a little bit. He doesn't seem to be affected much.
Hi!
He stops for a moment and he kind of looks around.
What you doing?
Huh?
For the love of God and all things holy, Bill.
He never meets a stranger, and I'm sticking to it. What you doing?
For the love of Paylor.
Again, you're still invisible, so he just like looks around and he's like, "What is this voice that speaks to me?"
Oh, sorry, hold on. Bill just snaps his fingers. Hi! What you doing?
Hold on a moment. Alright. This motherfucker, as you're starting to talk, that's a good, we're actually gonna multiply that a little bit. That's about 90-foot distance or so, we'll make that a little bit bigger. You see this fire elemental starting to look around at the voice of something actually talking at this point in time.
I mean the giant?
No, the giant, he turns to stare at you
Hi.
with absolute confusion. Fire elemental down here is now looking around for a voice, because he doesn't see your very small form on this rock outcropping. And the giant looks at you, and he just goes, "What are you?"
I am a creature known as a Kenku.
Huh.
And what are you?
I am known as a fire giant. I was born in the flames. I live in the flames. I forge in the flames.
What you forging?
I am forging. I don't know, actually. I found this massive rock. And he turns to his, literally, it's a gigantic boulder the size of him. And he's a huge creature. It's a big fucking rock that he just crushed in half. And, but inside of it is a bunch of different types of metals that even you could name all of them. He's like, it holds secrets, powers that even I do not know, and metal that I have never seen. Down here, the forge is hot, the fires burn, and the metal is plenty. I've never seen your kind before.
Yeah, a lot of people say that.
Hmm. How did you survive? Most of the folks down here are dwarves. Tiny creatures. Failed blacksmiths. Lava
Why
is
did
not even their preferred terrain.
Huh. Interesting. Well, I was just kind of wandering around after getting inside.
Hmm.
And then I got bored, read a few books about planes, and what was I doing? Oh, right. They were talking about something. I zoned out and just walked out the room. Apparently, I subconsciously casted invisibility. Not my normal thing. Actually, no, that's pretty normal. To be fair, I'm quite used to having to run from predators, so that's. But I kind of just walked. I jumped over a few things of lava. You know, having weird abilities on the items that you hold kind of makes getting around kind of easy. By the way, I'm safe up here next to you. Yeah, I
You
don't think the
are. You are presence. He kind of
indeed.
gestures to the fire elemental, who's large, so they're like 10, 11 feet tall, and kind of gestures to him. The small creature there. They might try hunting you, but as long as you're within my terrain, it will die before it gets close, and it knows this. When you step
Cool.
off my terrain, however, if it notices you, it will stay around and
Oh, I'll be
feast.
fine.
Hmm.
I have my tricks. Things that I learned when being hunted. Yeah.
Interesting. He kind of like looks back at his rock and he just grabs his hammer again and bashes into it. This hammer, by the way, the handle is bigger than you are. Thicker and longer and taller than your entire body. Not to mention the head of the hammer is about the size of like two of you put together. And he's swinging it like it's a fucking child. And he is bashing into this thing. What do you need, creature?
Well, I'm kind of just wondering. It's not really that I really need anything particular.
Hmm.
Do you know how to traverse the plains?
The forge knows the flames. The lava is the flames. The flame plane is connected to all things fire. I have never been there myself, but if you wish to take a quick detour, jump into the burning one's chest. I'm sure you'll find a way. You're not entirely sure, but that might have been sarcasm.
Gotcha. I'll have to tell the big guy that at some point that we need to find a big something big with a flaming chest and jump in. He'll probably be fine. I've got to figure out a way to deal with the lava though. Kind of counterproductive if I'm taking him through the plains.
You are a strange creature.
Am I?
You look like a bird. You traverse the lava, and yet you have the bone of a dragon in your arm.
Oh yeah, I lost my hand.
Aye, pitiful craftsmanship, but well enough done.
I mean, you can try to improve it if you want.
Why would I do that for a being so much lesser than I?
Because you keep calling it pitiful, and I haven't seen a thing past. Did you craft your own hammer?
Hmm.
I mean, I don't know any examples of your workmanship.
My examples are rarely seen, for they are not here.
Well, that's sad. Isn't a great craftsmanship the whole point of a great craftsman is to make things to be seen? things that will stand the test of time through use in Immorium?
He raises his eyebrow at you. And if I were to create an arm for you, wouldn't you just bury it into a dragon's chest? He kind of gestures to the smoldering pile of rubble as he says this, like that one there. And the test of time will no longer be a test you will endure.
Oh, no, no, no. I don't hunt dragons. This happened because I met a dragon and it smote another dragon, and I refused to let perfectly good material go to waste.
Mm.
I met a really, really, really big dragon, and it smote a blue dragon, and that blue dragon nearly landed on me when I was trying to talk to him. It was very weird. And then we after I got done talking to the really, really big one, we realized that blue dragon had died, and one, again, not willing to waste material to not have something made, I collected all of it and brought it here.
So the dragons kill their own. Fitting for such a despicable race.
What makes them despicable?
We had a war with them a time before. A war the Upsiders would never know. Unfortunately, it did not end with our win, nor theirs. We simply stopped fighting, for it was a losing battle on both sides. The fact that you have the dragon's bones is irritating, to say the least, but at least it was a dragon that fell because of its own stupidity, as they should.
Yeah, it was actively throwing lightning over a place called the Trail of Bloody Tears. And the other bigger dragon thing, we call him Loki first, I think. I called him down with the tongue of, what do they call it? I don't remember what it's called. It sounds like this, and he just he rambles off some random gibberish in Celestial. Just casually just rambles it off. Like, it's not coherent. He was more going for the sounds of it rather than the that weird tongue thing.
Huh. I've never heard that sound before.
Yeah, it's weird.
I often hear these elementals in their own tongue, sometimes speaking to the devils that cross these plains, but nothing so similar to that.
Yeah, this is kind of an above. I think it's an above world. It's even, to be fair, I've never heard anyone else but Palor and Shar speak it, or people that are acquainted with the deities.
He starts hammering down onto the rock he was with, obviously just trying to pretty much rip off the metal that's inside of it.
Well, I don't really got anything better to do, and I'm kind of just wandering aimlessly anyway. Do you mind if I just sit here and watch you for a bit?
I've never had a creature watch my forge before. If you can withstand the heat, creature, then you're welcome to stay. Though I must warn you, if you do end up bothering me, I will throw you into the lava myself.
Cool.
It just goes back to whatever he was doing. He's obviously forging something, but you have no earthly idea what he could possibly be forging.
And I'm just gonna sit there, bobbing back and forth and watching.
Christ. Alright, back to the folks. There you are. So, library, and you guys, he left, and you guys probably walk outside the library. You can't really see any tracks that he might have led, at least to the best of your knowledge. If you guys wish to, If you're proficient with survival, you may roll it. And
am
see if you can
proficient.
pick up on. Yeah, proficient with survival. If you are, you may roll it.
It's like I'm half
Every
proficient in
time.
survival.
You can roll, and I'll take a point off of your roll, Avern, since you're only half
Yeah.
proficient. All right.
Yeah. Not really in the mood.
Yeah, you give a half-hearted like look over, like Oliver's like, nah, can't really find much, and you're like, right? Nope, you're right. He's a god. We can't find him.
Yeah.
You know, both Jackson and Ellie are not proficient in any degree in survival.
Yeah, not a single person here knows how to track Bill, with the exception of Rowena, who's not here.
I think Averin's
mad.
mindset on this is just like, if he doesn't want to be found, then he doesn't want to be found.
Mm-hmm.
Question. Do you think he has the ability to detect alcohol over extended distances?
Well, I want to say yes to that, but I have no idea. He's the first Kenku I've ever met, so
I need to check a spell. 1 second.
Just like, I can make alcohol and death.
Crap, this spell does not have anything to do with senses other than maybe sight sometimes. And touch sometimes.
Hmm.
Sorry, I was
So-
looking at thaumaturgy.
Okay, good. Yeah, so you guys could go down the obvious path he went to, or you guys could go back and just hope to God that he's still alive by the time you guys enter the caves.
I mean, Sid, we have no real idea which direction he went, other than he's not in the library anymore.
Yeah?
well, okay. Usually when based on Ellie's non-existent survival, I'm so mad. There's a likely chance that Bill survived, because usually he's okay on his own. Somehow, some way. I mean, he did meet the King of Cicadia and talk to Mom and talk to the Paladin of the Citadel, so maybe he'll be okay. It's not like we can really try to find him ourselves at the moment.
Unless we can find some way to bait him out.
I mean, we can leave a freaking bottle of alcohol right here.
Just like pulls up the jug. I can get you 4 gallons.
That would probably attract his attention, or 5,000 dwarves. Mind you, he's not the only one that likes alcohol here.
True, but maybe if he could use this to attract the attention of the dwarves, maybe we can talk them into assisting in the search.
I guess just go up to the tavern and say, "Hey, everyone, your president of the Alcoholics Club has disappeared, and whoever can find him first will get 4 gallons of alcohol for free."
Technically,
What do you think,
I mean-
Jackson?
Well, honestly, they're dwarves. That would probably work. It would also probably result in a lot of people dying.
Probably.
yeah, maybe I should just leave this in the cavern, in the mines.
Yeah, hopefully the monsters aren't into alcohol.
I'm pretty sure if any of them tried, they'd just burn Hernet.
Yeah,
What if
most
they were
things
used
down
to
here
fire?
are... Yeah, most things down here are like either covered in fire,
Yes.
or lava creatures, or they breathe fire, so...
Maybe, but I'd wager if they ended up burning all of the alcohol, that would probably produce a smell he could pick up.
That's true. So would you guys like to go back to town, or try a very desperate attempt to go the opposite direction of town and desperately see if he's there?
At this point, no, never mind. That's an even dumber idea.
Other than the dumb idea of him wandering off.
'Cause Rowena is the most proficient tracker you guys have, so if you guys want someone to track Bill, Rowena's your girl. But that's also like a straight 24-ish hours that Bill would be alone.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust him being that alone for that long.
Mm-mm.
Bill thinking up problems.
Mm-mm.
That's what you guys want to do.
I mean, I've already spouted out my idea. Not certain what everyone else
Yes,
wants to do.
luring him.
Can
Lorian,
you think
we're
of a better
sleeping.
one? just a serious question. Can you think of any other ideas?
I love the idea of Ellie like staring daggers at you, but being like, "Damn it." Yeah. So what it sounds like, Ellie doesn't. You can totally lay down an air quote lure, and try to get possibly Bill to come back with the 4 gallons of an alcohol. Aberin, do you have anything to weigh in here? You voting for going back to the inn, getting some good rest.
I'd say, I don't know. We can head back to the inn. I imagine that if Bill wandered off, you might have something in mind. Everyone's just kind of mostly in the background at the moment. She's been
fun.
awake for far too long.
That's fair.
I mean, I guess if nobody's got any real arguments, I'm just going to be looking around for like an empty barrel or something.
Cool. Probably the elf would have noticed you do that, and she would have very helpfully been like, "Oh yes, we have a couple of them around." Probably would have been at the door, just kind of waiting to see if y'all go or if y'all gonna come back, and she'll get more information. Hearing that, she would just like, "Oh, we have a container of sorts," and she walks back in, comes out with like a little bucket of sorts. It's like a metal bucket, easily able to contain 4 gallons, if not a little bit more. Kind of runs over to you, places down the bucket in front of you, and goes, "Here you go. And if you need any more information, feel free to come back. Our records are always open." She heads back to the library, and this time actually closes the door, assuming y'all aren't coming back in at the moment.
Thank you. Just like call. Oh yeah, he's leaving. So, final call. Official, yes or no? Just leaning towards Ellie and
Yes, just leave the alcohol. It's fine. The probability of it being a Kenku or a dwarf drinking it is fairly high, though.
maybe, but theoretically, if we're close enough, we'll see either way.
Do you have anything sticky on you? Maybe we can track it that way. If there's loose feathers on it, we know it was at least Bill drinking it.
Just like pulling out one very sandy yellowish vial. I'll just say, hey, this is filled with a lot of my failures. He just says through frustrated, clenched teeth.
Okay.
Beautiful.
It's either exceptionally sticky or exceptionally slippery with almost no in between.
Oh my gosh.
So I'd probably say you start slapping it down onto the thing. Makes it kind of hard to
Sin.
move.
Hey, Sin.
Mhm.
Crap it. Wrong button. Sin.
Huh?
I cast Grease. That was not the right one. Sorry, my bad.
I identify grease.
I cast Grease. I'm just going to cast Grease underneath the bucket.
Oh, nice. Okay. So yeah, it pretty much kind of sticks the bucket in place. It's a bit of pork rind or butter, it says. So it's like very sticky. This specific batch. Not very pleasant experience to step through it. It's a very kind of a sound when you step on it. But the bucket does stick on it, and it sticks on it pretty well, actually. You don't really want to be the one who steps in the grease to get that bucket out. It's not particularly far around it, but it's far enough. It'll be kind of annoying. And
Oh
bucket
crap! That
smells
only
like
lasts for
alcohol.
60. Oh crap! It only lasts for 60 seconds.
It'll be fine. It's grease. I'm
Well,
not
the
sure
only
how
plus
grease
to this
disappears.
situation. The only plus side to this situation is at least we'll have Iron Belly with us because we both know that he would definitely scoop it up.
Probably.
Yeah, well, it's a good time regardless. But now it's time to go back to drinking. He just walks on forwards. He starts singing a weird mining tune as he walks forwards, and Jackson, of course, follows him diligently, being the bodyguard, of course. He just kind of shrugs to Ellie as he walks on.
Ellie is scooting all over and grabbing his hand. Thank you.
He'll hold as y'all continue going. And eventually, you guys make your way out of the cavern with the hopes that Bill will return and use the bucket of booze as a lovely moment of truth. And y'all come back. It's at this point probably nighttime. Probably well into. Huh? What? Ruby's in a
Hopefully,
mood
it's will
today.
work.
What, Ellie? Did she die?
Hopefully, it will work.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm about to go in there myself and tell you face to face.
But yeah, so y'all exit the area. It's well into the night at this point, probably 2 or 3 a.m. or so. Most of the people here have started to die down a little bit. This is one of the only times that the sun is dark-ish, and so they usually use it for sleeping, as I've said before. The guards in front, the kind of stocky dude and the itsy-bitsy man obviously lets you in, of course, and the tiny one slams closed the door after you all pass through, and they stand back into their regular positions. And so the tavern seems to be semi-quiet for the most part. The blacksmith's house is obviously still going pretty much all the way. Can I actually make it nighttime? Oh, nice. I made it darkies. Guys, I made it darkies.
Oh my gosh.
There we go. Blacksmith forge. It's actually very cool. No, don't show the There we go. Isn't that cool, folks?
Oh,
It's
wow.
very dark on the
Spooky.
on the stream. But yeah, so it's kind of relatively dark. It's not this dark, but it is fairly dark inside this town at this point, considering midnight just passed a few hours ago. And so the blacksmith forge is the only thing that's actually still generating light at this point. And who doggy is it generating a lot of light? He's he does not give two shits about who the hell is experiencing his sounds, and it seems like everyone is mostly used to it at this point. We'll go about that far, and we'll go to 25, and then we'll go 3. There we go. So yeah, so you guys could go into the tavern, try to get a night's sleep. You could go and bother the blacksmith if you guys want to. It sounds like he's working on the lyre based on his exceptional cussing of stupid instruments and their inability to be iron.
I mean,
Yeah,
steel
Ellie's
strings
trying
are
to
a thing, Sin.
Yeah, her strings aren't steel. He's very
It
pissed
could be
about
if he's
this.
reconstructing that.
You have the
Strings aren't
feeling
that
like
hard to-
he's reconstructing them to steel. You get the feeling when he starts screaming about how the fact that steel strings are better than not steel strings, and this piece of shit needs to get fucked up. Then you hear it explode a little bit.
Oh no.
You also hear his walls being pounded on as he throws shit into it. No one's awake to this, so you're fairly certain that if a war was happening in this town, no one would notice because of him. So you guys could bother him if you want to, or you guys could go into the tavern, or y'all could even wake up random innocent people if you'd like to.
Heck no, sounds like he's already got enough on his plate. I'm going to bed.
Yeah, fair enough.
Ellie's
Y'all-
going to bed too.
Okay, so y'all lay down for a nice settling night. You don't get any dreams, Ellie, but do roll me a con save if you would. For how your existence is. It's fine. Don't
Why?
worry about it. Don't worry
Why?
about it. Don't worry about it. It's okay.
Why? We did
It's
not talk about this earlier.
Nah, it's fine.
We even talked about Bill escaping her. I'm so mad. Con
Yeah, it's fine.
save?
Yep, con save.
It's not a dex save to see if I headbutt Jackson again?
Nope. Just a con save. Wow. That's a 13. Cool. You wake up with a little bit of a headache, but not really. Not really that much.
Why?
Kind of.
Why?
Kind of wake up and your head kind of hurts a little bit, and it's like,
Honey?
it's a weird feeling. Yeah. What's up? You doing okay? Yeah.
Okay, I guess. This is how we're starting it.
Yeah, it's fine. And feel free to do me a unstable alchemy roll, Dan, as y'all sleep through the night, and eventually daytime reigns once more, as it tends to be daytime. Oof, oof, hoo hoo.
Yeah, that blows up.
Oh boy, is it 1 to 2 that blows up?
I
Maybe
found
I'm
the
mistaken.
cause
I'm
to
gonna
her
need to look
headache.
again. I'm gonna need to look again.
I cannot remember how low the number is before it blows up. It might be 1 to 3. Ooh boy.
I might be confusing this for the expanded.
Okay,
What's it
on 2
called?
through 17, you create a random unstable potion, so it doesn't quite blow up yet.
Okay. So
Oof.
D100 then.
Yeah, on A. That'd be a
96.
96. Okay.
What did I make from that? Number 96. The
Oh.
drinker immediately becomes 1d6 years younger. It's a potion of youth.
No!
You get
Oh my
both sides of the coin. The fucking chances of that shit. What the fuck? Alright, well, that's cool. Now you have 2 useless potions that do the opposite effect.
Hey, you invented the Fountain of Youth. You can market that.
Too bad it wasn't a high enough roll to actually record what ingredients that was.
Yeah, you create the fountain of I'm an old bitch, and you create a fountain of I can become young again. Oh god, the rent.
Imagine like if you like tell people you made that, everyone will just lean in, just like, can I have that?
Gives it to Iron Belly. He's no longer illegal to drink.
Oh god.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, the night goes by fairly stably. You wake up a little bit of a headache. Everin, you wake up well rested and not kidnapped, so that's a good step for you. And somehow
Everyone checks their pockets.
everything's there. And somehow,
Okay, good.
Oliver, you've created a fountain of youth inside of your hands. No one knows how. And Bill, you have 8 hours that you can either sleep during or you can do whatever you wish to do. You are now currently running on, I think, probably 10 hours, 12 hours of awakeness at this point, maybe a little bit more.
I mean, to be fair, a long rest does not state that you have to sleep the entire time.
That's true. That's true.
And he did say he was just watching him.
Mhm.
So he'd probably sleep some of it. and
Mhm.
just the rest of it, he would just be quietly watching the guy work. He said not to bother him. He never said he couldn't stay for as long as he liked.
You know what? Fair. I'll do this actually. Interesting. Okay. Not a single fucking being in this entire area, which by the way is full of a lot more than just these tokens, but not a single being notices your existence. And this buddy boo, he's crafting. And after, as you're kind of awake, kind of asleep for quite a while, you hear him mumbling to himself by various techniques, and he's slamming into various rocks, pulling them through the lava, pulling. It doesn't seem to be affected by the lava for the most part, which is kind of odd to you, but I mean, you're not affected by acid, so who are you to judge? And but he seems to be like ripping out the metal, forging it himself, like handcrafting stuff. And you still don't know exactly what it is, but after about 8 hours or so, you notice that he seems to be making what looks to be a weapon, as well as using various other materials. He seems to be making some kind of armor. It's much smaller than he is, so you're not really sure what or who it's for. It's a little bit bigger than you. He has thrown away probably like 80 different rocks full of various materials at this point over his shoulder. He's killed several zombies by just absent-mindedly throwing a rock into their face without even noticing. And so after you wake up, after like the 8 hours or so, he seems to have built what looks to be we're actually going to do this 5e. Actually going to do this. Someone roll me a... Hold on just a second. Weapons. 1, 2,
I was
3,
gonna say
4,
dibs,
5,
but I don't
6,
want
7,
to.
8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. And I don't like that, so that's 27. I don't like that, so that's 26. And I don't like that, so that's 25. I don't like that, so that's 24. So roll me a 1d24, if you would. Doesn't matter who.
I got a 15.
Okay. Well, Bill rolled a 21. And Ollie rolled an 11. Interesting. Cool.
How the heck are these a thing?
I didn't roll any number with a 1d, but I did not realize that was actually a dice, so that's pretty cool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What number was first? 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Interesting. Okay. So the first thing you notice that he made is a rapier. This is quite possibly one of the most beautiful rapiers you've ever seen. It is quite possibly one of the most beautiful weapons that you've ever seen in your entire life. It is one of the most beautiful anything that you've ever seen in your life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's a club. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And the other one is a glaive. A really beautiful looking, insane piece of weaponry that he has just absently made. It doesn't even look like he's putting a lot of effort into this. But this like rapier specifically, glaive he doesn't seem to have cared much about, and it's still better than probably any weapon that you could comprehend using. But this rapier is on a whole nother level. Like, this rapier is like unbelievably beautiful to you. You've never seen a weapon that has been crafted to this absolute stunning perfection. And then I would also say 1, 2, 3, 8, and then 12. Someone roll me Ollie, not Ollie. Wally, roll me 1d12. Do. That's a 10. Sweet. Okay. He made 3, 5, 8, 10. He also made what looks to be chainmail. a heavy armor set, which I don't think a single person in this entire party can use, but he has it. It is chainmail. This is also something you're very kind of confused about. This is like tiny interwoven pieces of metal that he himself has hand woven into circles and combined the circles together. It's not even large armor. It's for someone who's about medium sized. And so this is like a normal, like it would probably fit Ellie, for example. But their rings, he seems to have crafted. He doesn't really actually have any tools on him, and yet it still looks pristine. Like he spent a significant amount of time and effort making this, almost you would say with a mote of love. Obviously, he doesn't care that much, but that's what it kind of comes out to you as. This is beautiful workmanship, absolutely flawless, and he just kind of puts it to the side like it just doesn't matter.
What you gonna do with those?
Oh, I don't know. Sometimes I throw in the lava to entertain myself, and other times someone grabs it as they walk along, and I make more. I do not know what happens to them most of the time. They just exist and then don't. I do not care.
All right. Do you care if I take them then?
No. Although you are small, so I do not
I'm
know
small.
what you would need.
I mean, I have friends who could probably use some of this.
You may
I'm a
take
bit
it if you wish.
Cool. Just gonna start slowly grabbing stuff, and he's just gonna like drop them in the bag of holding one by one.
Fair, yeah. And they're like even touching them, like the rapier, perfectly balanced. Like you legitimately do not think you could find something, even inside the blacksmith shop, that is as light and as pristine as this rapier is. With bare tools and bare area to work with, this dude could probably make stuff that would even make a god be ashamed. Like, from just what you're holding with this rapier. The glaive is even more powerful, and you have a hard time holding it, because it's pretty damn heavy, from the width, the length, and the heft of it, essentially. The chainmail is actually surprisingly light. It's not actually that... It's very durable, from what you can tell, but it's not as heavy as you were expecting.
Huh. Do you think you could make something that could kill a deific emblem?
A deific emblem?
Like a deity.
You're asking if I could kill a god.
I'm asking if you can make a weapon that is capable. Yes.
Do you have the material?
Well, I could look for the material and come back to you with it. I kind of got to know what to look for.
There's a specific kind of metal that I have never forged with, but have always found fascinating. It's one of the hardest materials on the earth to manipulate. It is often called the God's Tears, simply because the dwarves believe that the god of creation that was fallen so long ago cried into the earth as it was dying, and those materials are strong enough to pierce even a god's skin, but forging it into creation is nearly impossible for most of the lesser beings. If you can get me some of those materials, even a single ore piece, I could make you a weapon that can kill a god.
And you know, where's this material tend to be? You said deep in the earth, but how deep we talking? And is there a place you know of that I could go there to get that stuff?
I do not know where exactly you might find that. However, we are in the depths of hell down here, from what many say. To get to the surface from these parts is quite a trek. If you go further down, he gestures to this area. So pretty much at the top of the map here. If you go further that way, you will go deeper and deeper and deeper into the caves, where the dwarves are mining more and more ore and crystal. It is said that's where their king lies, where their entire stupid race may befall. Down there, deep, deep down where they are digging, you might find it if they have not already. I do not know much of the dwarves, but I know that they hoard all items of value and worth. If you cannot find some, there. He gives almost a snide statement when he says king might hold some value.
I could probably get a trade for it.
I can generate you anything you wish to kill a god, or even to stop a god's blow if you have that. You are small creature, but that just means I can work on the fine aspects of my craft. However, deeper down in the caves, you may find other fire giants. There is one in particular, a large fellow, one who is not as friendly as most. His band of fire giants, they will not be so kind to one such as you. Them and the dwarves are constantly at ends, and they do not like more. What you do with this information is your own. I do not care. But if you do manage to survive, I am curious on the material you will bring me. If you waste my time, you will not remain for long.
I mean, to be fair, I did do as you say. I sat here quietly and as you crafted, and I did not bug you until now.
Indeed. It is one of the reasons I am telling you this. I do not often get help that is quiet.
Fair.
Return if you will. Be weary of the giants, and the drakes, and the elementals. I do not fight unless I need to, or if I am bothered. And he kind of picks up a rock and tosses it over his shoulder, and you notice he throws it with more force than you're fairly certain it would take to break your every internal organ you have. As the boulder kind of gets hot at the tip, you can actually see it kind of get red as it flies through the air, and it slams into this wandering zombie right here, and instantly disintegrates the creature, just from how big the rock was as it hits the thing.
Oh, nice shot.
Fighting is not my forte, but I am not
Say-
weak.
I mean, I never thought you were weak to begin with.
In my clan, I am not one of the strong ones. I am a forger. I focus on the forge. Many of my clan are similar, but many have learned to forge and fight. And one of them, the biggest one you'll find, he learns to fight and refuses to forge. He believes that the metal in this earth is far too weak for the likes of us. He himself is searching for the god's tears, and has yet to find it.
Understood.
Try not to die, creature. It would be
There's no
annoying.
need to worry about me.
Coco?
I find my ways, and Bill, armed with that information, is casts some visibility on himself and starts making his way back.
So yeah, you start heading away. Are you going further into the caves?
Well, hold on. All right. One, I go back. Two, I go deeper.
Oh god.
I see. We're going deeper, boy.
I hate your dice. You need new dice.
We're going deeper, boy.
Going downtown, boys.
I've left everything up to this coin at this point.
So while you go deeper into the caves, we'll go back to the Dwarven Keep here, and you guys awaken from your somewhat restful night of decent sleep. Bill's definitely not with you. As you guys get up, you start talking to each other and interacting with each other. Yeah, he's definitely not back. You talk with a couple people, they have no idea. I mean, they know who Bill is. He's on the fucking poster board of every goddamn house at this point, being like, yeah, unofficial president of the fucking Alcoholics Club. Not a single one has seen him since y'all have gone into the caves. So he's definitely not in this town. It's about half a day-ish, maybe a little bit less, until Rowena gets back. Not super long, so you guys could technically wait. Bill's still not back. You guys could technically head further into the area, make your way in there while waiting for Rowena. You guys could just dive headfirst in there, hoping to God that you find Bill. You know, whatever you guys want to do. Oh, and the blacksmith now has most likely now has Avron's lyre.
I'm half expecting you to say that thing like works like the pipes of haunting.
I feel like I should have, before everyone, went their separate ways, I should have given everyone each their sending stone.
You know,
Because
that might be
she
useful.
she made sure to have a sending stone for each person made for everyone in the team. So,
Yeah.
So she's gonna pass out the one she has.
Yeah. So you guys, all three of you get your own sending stones. Or two of you get your sending stones, and I mean, they're sending stones. You can pretty much send a message that's about 25 words to one person per day. If you're talking to someone who has a sending stone, you can freely communicate with them. Unless, of course, the distance is too great, so about a town's distance. Or the connection gets broken by either anti-magic field, they die, it's not in their hands or on their person, other stuff like that. If it's thrown into lava, for example, you clearly can't easily communicate. But you can essentially communicate through the stones if it's to each other and no extraneous circumstances apply. Which is fun for y'all to interact with each other with. Yeah, so you guys now have your own sending stones.
Cool.
Yep. So what do you guys like to do? You guys want to get Averin's lyre? Do you guys want to head ignore the lyre and do other stuff around town, hoping to all hope that Bill comes back? Do you guys want to rush into the caves, brace death itself? You guys want to get information, I believe, on the caves at some point as well.
Sid, I'm gonna
Gavin
phone
will
Bill.
All right. You get your Sand Stone, and your first response is, Bill.
What? Oh no,
Um,
Sid, I already have a sending stone.
Sand
just going to-
Stones can communicate infinite distance, but they cannot communicate to each other. So, like, no,
Okay.
you can use as many words as you want after a certain distance.
I'm just going to quickly send a sending message to Bill. I know he does not have a sending stone at the moment,
Yeah.
so this shouldn't. Okay. I'm just gonna give a quick. Bill, we didn't see you at the inn last night. Are you okay? 25 words back is his limit, assuming he wants to send a message back at all.
Yep, Bill, you get that. You're deep in the mines, heading onwards. Just talked with the big, giant buddy. And you're like, well, keep going onwards. And you hear that in your head.
Just as Bill continues to walk, met new friend, got new weapons, about to find weird ore. I'm fine. Spent the night with new friend. I hope you guys are okay.
I'm gonna
Smiley
really.
face.
Wait, what?
You just said smiley face.
I'm just gonna relay that to the rest of the group, and they can use that information as they will. I cannot send another message today.
Good to hear he's okay then.
Oh, you just stare at them. You just got smiley face.
Just like, true, but we still don't really have the best idea as to where he is in there.
You didn't ask where he was. You just asked if he was okay.
I know.
Oh my god.
That's on me, though.
Okay. Does anyone else want to use their stone? I already know Rowena is going to make her way back, so I could use mine. Unless you want to use yours, Averin, to figure out where our freaking bird went.
Sure. All right. What do you want to ask?
Location. Specific.
Yes.
Without the smiley face.
Okay. I'll send a message. It's just like Ellie wants to know exactly where you are. No smiley face.
I have no idea. Frowny face.
Oh my gosh!
You did. You do realize he blindly wanders. He has no idea where he is. He's just kind of finding his way as he goes.
I
This
need
is
to
the
know
worst
if
text
Jackson is with Ellie
conversation.
right now.
This is the worst text conversation on the planet.
She said no smiley face, so Bill couldn't give him back a smiley face.
Oh, you guys would
Oh
probably
my
be in the bar section at the moment, and so fucking Jackson would definitely be there. He'd just be looking at you with slight amounts of confusion, slight amount of worry, slight amount of concern. Just softly pet your shoulder, just like I'm assuming you're not getting good news, so I won't say it's okay. And if you kill Bill, I didn't see anything.
Oh, you're not gonna hold me back?
You gotta find him first. Use your rage.
True. Huh. Yep. I'm. Trust me. We're gonna have a cooked bird tonight. I'm using my pants.
Yeah, just don't feed it to me. Thank you.
Are you sure?
Fairly certain. Yeah.
Sounds like we should
okay.
probably be looking for him, like, almost immediately if that's his incoming fate.
Well, the issue with that is we don't have really a tracker on our team, and Rowena should be here in about a half a day, hopefully. Maybe.
As long as nothing goes wrong. Sin?
Roll me that d20.
Sending stone.
Are you okay? Oh my god.
You know what?
Feel free to roll me a d20, Rowena. You're a
No,
very
for real?
yeah, you're a very experienced tracker.
No one is safe.
Everyone must die today. It's okay. I have
Okay.
true faith. True faith in
Just
all
a
of you.
regular
headache?
D20, not a skill check or anything?
Yeah, we'll actually, we'll go with survival check. You're surviving. You're tracking.
Ah.
Jesus.
Not bad.
That's a 19.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
no,
pretty
you
good.
every
Yeah.
single obstacle that you've encountered so far, you have navigated easily. You've navigated fluently. Like you are making amazing pace as it is. You might even be there within like 8 hours or so. You're just going. And it's not even particularly hard for you. Actually, do you? No, you didn't take that trait, I believe. I was about to say you're probably making like half the time because of your stuff, but no, you didn't take.
No.
But your walking speed is faster, so yeah, you're making excellent time. It'd be like 8 hours or so, but you're encountering fuck all. Like every single possible danger you've encountered, you've easily and swiftly dodged with like no possible repercussions. It's just like, oh, rock in the river, I'm going past it, you know.
Okay.
This is what you're built for. You're built different.
Built different.
Built
Got it.
different,
Okay.
buddy. So yeah, you just straight on go. If you want to, Ali, you can totally send a message to Rowena being like, "Hey, bitch, how are you?"
Oh.
Assuming people aren't dying in the house.
Friendly reminder, Ellie does have a headache this lovely morning, so
This is true.
Ellie, ready with her fry pan to kill people. She's gonna grab her sending stone, glare at Jackson for a moment, and she's going to say, "Hey, I really hope you get here soon. Bill has gone missing inside the caverns, and he won't say anything. Hope you're safe.
Wow.
Love you."
Oh no.
Fucking murder right there, Jesus. Yeah, so you
Look,
get that.
again, she woke up with a headache.
He did say he didn't know where he was. Technically, that is accurate.
You know what? Fair, yeah. So that's what you get in your head, is you're just fucking swiftly making your way through.
Pause for a second, hearing that. And then quick message back. Are you kidding me? I just got back Averin and now I got okay. I obviously cannot leave this group for a moment. And then nothing else.
No smiley face?
No smiley face. Rowena is not in the mood.
No smiley faces right now. Both
God
sisters are in a mood.
Sad face.
Love ya, see
Oh.
you soon.
Kisses.
Kisses.
That is not
Oh.
Rowena, and we all know that.
Yeah.
That's absolutely Bill thing to do.
You would be so suspicious. You would need to be so suspicious if that's what came
Like,
through.
holy shit, what the fuck was that shit?
She's possessed. Demon possession.
Exactly.
Oh, but yeah, that's what you get back,
So-
Ellie.
Ellie's going to look to her party and it's like, okay, well, Rowena is making her way here. And she doesn't sound too amused that she has to rescue yet another party member. So I highly recommend we stop disappearing, or else something would happen. You know,
No
I don't think
promises.
I don't think we want the wrath of two sisters happening on this team, you know? And Ellie just has this like threatening grin on her face. It's like
Just letting remembering Rowena had to track him down at one point as well.
by the love of all things holy, and to not to any god in specific. Please stop separating. Or by golly, you better hope Jackson's strong enough to hold me back.
I'll try my best.
Anyway,
Poor fucking children. What's up?
They are in a mood today. Jesus.
I am convinced they are waging war.
You know, they might be today. They might be. They have not been. If not, they've been very warring today. So yeah, so that's all you guys get back from Rowena. So do you guys want to go into the blacksmith shop, see if he has finished the lyre like he said he would? You guys can also do random other stuff throughout the village if you guys like to while you guys wait for Rowena, or you guys can into the caves.
I mean, I guess if we're basically just gonna be bound down, maybe I'll just sit down and get to work on like, I don't know, Alcahest or something. Just like take multiple short rests until she gets here.
You could do that, yeah. You could even take a long rest if you like, or the equivalent of a long rest, and do another unstable alchemy.
Going for the lyre.
Alright. So you head into the lyre shop. Well, I assume you'll be doing unstable alchemy, Oliver?
I'm very tempted, but it also could be fun to just like have six Alcahests.
You could, yeah.
You know what? I'm doing Bill's thing. If it's a 1, I'm making Alcahests.
Alright.
Or no, Alchemist Fire. I'm making Alchemist Fire.
Nice.
How many hours did you say? How many hours did you say that it would be until she gets here?
Probably about 10 hours if you guys are staying the entire time. 8 to 10.
Easiest explanation, Rowena. Alchemist Fire is literally an adhesive that bursts into flames the moment it comes in contact with outside air.
God. So probably about 8 hours or so. So you'd be able to make 8 of those. And so, Averin, you walk into the blacksmith shop while Oliver just hunkers down and starts really getting into it. You walk in the blacksmith shop. You're fairly certain that the walls were not this black the last time you were in here. There is a lot of soot on the walls, and there's a very tired-looking blacksmith, a very beautiful-looking lyre. And he also kind of has many dents in his walls, and it looks like he may have punched the metal grate at one point throughout the night, and the fire is kind of down at the moment, to which he throws a chair into the fire, and it roars back up again.
Goodness. Seems like you did quite a bit the last night.
Yeah, I had a real hard time with your lyre. As it turns out, it was already magic, so I had to fuck with magic a little bit. You can see there are like some scratches into the side of it, which are probably runes. So I fucked with the magic. And then the magic really fucked me. He points to the wall where there is a person-sized dent in the wall.
Goodness.
Yeah, I got to work, this son of a bitch. And what did you want to do again?
I had to produce sounds that would capture the ears, hearts, and eyes of anyone who beholded it.
Ah. It can now produce sounds through dimensions. Here you go.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, took a little bit of convincing for me to get that there, but I did it. He raises up his other hand, and you can see that it's a broken mess. As it's just flopped over as he raises up his arm. Oh, yeah. I did that earlier. Don't
Very
worry,
impressive.
I'll fix it.
Goodness.
I only broke a couple bones. I think
Yeah?
every finger.
How did you do that?
Oh, yeah. I tried breaking your lyre.
Oh.
It blew up my hand.
Oh. Did you end
But
up breaking it in the end?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I fucked that son of a bitch right up. That's why I can speak through dimensions. Now, you play a song, and there ain't no being in this dimension or another who, if you do not want it to listen, it will not listen. Yeah, you play this song, and you target a being, it don't matter where they are, it don't matter what they're doing, it don't matter what kind of being you're talking to. It will hear your motherfucking song. For better or for worse. I don't actually know if there's a being you shouldn't do that to. I assume you shouldn't do that to like a ethereal demon or something, but I mean, wanna.
Do you mind if I try it out?
Oh, feel free. He grabs his hand and you can hear him start like cracking bones back into place.
Hmm.
It's very unsettling to watch.
I take it and I just like play a few scales, test it out.
Cool. Are you doing it to anything in specific, to any people in specific, or just playing around with it?
I think I'll he said I could like play it to anyone I wanted.
Yes.
So I'm gonna like see if I can disturb Ellie.
Are you doing a slow, creepy tune?
If you pop up inner god, I will be mad.
I just want to see what'll happen.
You do a creepy tune, you doing a happy tune, you doing a jaunty Irish jig. What you play?
Friendly reminder: Jackson's near her, and she's just not in the mood.
Play a creepy
She has a
song.
headache.
So Ellie, you're just sitting there.
No.
You're just talking to Jackson, and then you hear doon 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 doon. Doon 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 doon. Just what you're singing there. That's all you're hearing. You have no idea where it's coming from.
I'm going to die soon, or Avrin has her new toy.
But, you hearing something?
Some creepy music, yes. So either I'm going to die soon, and it's the inner god trying to talk to me, or Avrin has a new toy. Kind of thinking it's Avrin. Yep, definitely Avrin.
Yeah.
It sounds good to you, Afrin. Like it plays really, really smoothly, very nicely. He did definitely change the strings. They're now absolutely steel. You're not entirely sure if this is an improvement. You can't really tell, but if it's not a fault, then it probably is an improvement. And yeah, it sounds like music. Very good music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's much appreciated.
Oh, there's no problem. I'm glad that you enjoy my talents. And, yeah, spread the word, play the music, make sure they know it's mine, bring them here. It's all I require of you.
Of course.
Yeah. Also, and he cracks his wrist back into place, and, like, you can see his hand is barely functioning at the moment. If you had X-ray vision, you would see that his entire hand is just fragments of bone. And he's like, if you ever request something like that of me again, I'm gonna get a lot of money from it. But do have fun with it. My skills are unmatched. If you do find someone who's better at stuff than I am, I will personally learn from them until I'm better than them.
Will be the first one I notify.
Nice.
Fair
So-
see, good sir.
He nods to you as he starts probably laying down on the floor. Oh, could you get a medic in here? I probably have a lot of burns and broken bones, and I might be dying. I'm not sure.
I'll get someone for you.
Thanks. Oh, and a drink. I could do with a drink.
I just head out and I like go over to Ollie and it's like, do you count as a medic? I'm not entirely sure how all this works, but I think the blacksmith is dying.
Oh no.
Just immediately, no more words, just picks up his alchemy bag and just runs.
He's like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, you walk into the blacksmith shop. He's laying on the ground. You're fairly confident that his hand is fucked up beyond most recognition. The fact that it's still usable is astonishing to you. But he's pretty fucked up.
I take it I have permission to perform immediately.
Yeah. I think
Perfect.
he kind of grabs, like, lifts his left hand. He's like, I think these 3 ribs are broken. The entire left side's broken. Pretty sure I broke my leg at one point. I put it back together. It's fine. Probably my shoulder's busted. My hand, I couldn't count all the bones I broke in this hand at this point. As he clenches his hand, you can hear his bones rubbing, bone fragments rubbing against each other.
Oh, pay Lord. Okay, let me take a look at this. Medicine check, I assume?
Huh? Yeah, medicine check.
For the love of God, I swear if I get nothing, a result less than 10. Are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah, you can tell he's pretty fucked up.
Emergency call Ellie. Oh wait, no, we
He's-
already used our sending stones.
Yeah, he's pretty fucked up, but I mean, he'll live. And he'll probably get back to doing the shit he was already doing. He's surprisingly durable. But he'll live as you start bandaging him up and fixing shit. You can't really do anything about his ribs. You take care of his knee best you can. You probably use some of your, like, healing... He probably has a couple of healing potions inside of his shop and use one in his hand. It's a sound you've heard before, but it would probably sicken most other people as his bones start to fuse back together from the healing potion, and it's unpleasant to say the least, but he seems to be fine.
I'd recommend going light on that for a bit. That's... While these things are very effective for tending to those injuries, these most certainly are not a permanent fix.
Yeah, I once drank healing potions for 12 days straight.
That doesn't make me feel any better.
Well, I was standing in the fire of... I actually don't remember what I was standing in the fire of. I was standing in a fire. I don't remember why I was standing there for so long. So I just kept drinking bottle after bottle. I didn't die. Unless this is my afterlife. It's be a pretty depressing afterlife. I mean, I get to forage all day, so it's not that bad.
I sure hope this isn't the afterlife, because this is one heck of a hell.
Yeah, wait till you see down there. The reason I left. Aside from, this is way better tourism.
He just stares confused. I'm not going to ask how you know what the underworld actually looks like, but whatever you say.
Oh no, I meant the cave.
Actually, hey, speaking of the cave, do you have much knowledge about the inner working tunnels?
Wow. Tunnels? I don't have too much knowledge of that. I've been down there for a long time, and, well, the dwarves like to dig, so they tend to make the tunnels a little bit more expansive, and they are mining for a specific ore, but fuck if I know what it's called. It's a mythical ore. I don't deal with mythical ore bullshits. If I can't see the ore, I can't forge it, so what the fuck do I care? But there's a bunch of...
I can
Hmm?
I can name 3 off the top of my head.
Yeah. Who knows what it's called? But they've been searching for it
Adamantium,
for.
Cobalt, or Mithril, take your pick.
Ah, it was a special one. Very hard to forge with.
Wait,
Anyways, yeah,
oh gosh, that's even scarier.
Yeah. They say it can kill gods. I called them idiots. But they've been forging down there for as long as I can remember. I have a pretty long memory. And they're searching for wherever that ore is. They started a feud with the fire giants a while back. The feud's still going. They hate each other. Well, they kind of leave each other alone because it really just fucks each other up if they do it. And they mine in separate areas. And really, it's whoever gets that ore first, if they ever do, gets to fuck the other one over. So,
Wait,
not too bad.
Hold up there. Giants?
oh yeah, there's fire giants down there. Many. Whole clan.
Would it be an intelligence check to see if I even know what the heck that is?
Yes, please. You'd
just
probably
a
know
natural skill.
stories of them.
Just roll straight intelligence, I take it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, do it normally.
Ollie, get new dice.
I would love to get at least one result that's above a 10, please.
Your dice say no. You've heard stories of them. They are giants. They reside in places full of fire and or lava, and they're great forgers and miners, and they fucking hate people. Any people.
Oh, Paylor. Am I safe to leave you here? You're not going to do anything crazy?
Oh yeah, I'll be fine. I won't be forging again for at least another day. Maybe half day.
And if you say so, I'm just going to help him onto the nearby chair because I don't trust him that much. And then I'm just going to make way back towards the bar.
You have to go a little bit distance to find another chair because he threw his previous chair into the fire, which you do in fact see the partially burned chair that has currently turned ash in front of you inside the fire. You're not really sure why he threw his chair in there, aside from to stroke the flame, but yeah, you have to search a little bit for a chair he hasn't burned to a crisp, and you finally do. And then you just gotta
Just the
leave.
casual screaming of metal inside the forge. You know, like gummy bears and nitrogen fire.
Why do you know what that sounds like?
Science project. Look it up. It's
Oh,
fine.
no.
Just screaming gummy bears. That's what I picture the sound of metal in a forge would be.
But yeah, I'm just going to leave it at, when I actually do get back to the bar or track down the rest of the guys, just like, guys, we've got a problem. And just leave it at that. And just
Oliver?
gesturing towards the mines.
Oliver, Ellie's gonna look at you with daggers. And she's going to say, it's like, I have a migraine. And I do not know why, because I didn't talk to Paylor or Shar last night. So this inner god of mine wants to kick my ass today. Bill's gone missing. Rowena's not here. Averin is playing music. And if you want me to be kind to you, I need a drink. Or I need Jackson to throw me in a loop for the rest of the day.
How does a gallon of wine sound for that?
Sure, I guess.
I mean, I could also offer you 4 gallons of beer, whichever is more your taste.
I'll just take a shot of the strongest thing. And Ellie, like, pauses for a moment and debates whether or not she should have her bottle. Well, Bill's bottle.
The bottle that you can't get your hands on?
The bottle that's currently in her bag.
Oh, that bottle. Okay. 'Cause-
Your
The
other
weaker bottle.
if
okay,
bottle.
okay. I was like, hold up. Bill's important bottle, the flask. He can get back
Not
in his
the
hand at any
flask.
point. Okay. Okay.
The dragon
other
nut
two bottles
wine, Bill did take, by the way, so you don't have that inventory anymore. You do have the deadly alcohol, though.
Yeah,
I have to say, I have the 2 deadly ones.
You got the worst too. The one that nearly killed Bill, I think, is the one that you have.
You could try killing yourself with your alcohol.
I believe
The recent.
I believe I have both deadly alcohols.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Yeah. He took the dragon nut wine from you.
know what? Ellie's gonna peek into her bag for a moment, pull out the bottle, and just look at it and debate.
Isn't that the one that Bill almost died with?
Well, possibly. It's pretty strong.
He's just gonna slowly grab the bottle from me. How about we don't do that?
No, not today.
You know what? I'm just going down there myself. Tell them that's what this is coming down to.
Freaking Jenkins, get over here.
Oliver Jenkins.
Richards, that's what it was. I couldn't remember.
Oliver Jenkins. The sheer confusion I can imagine stops.
Alright, look, there's a very strong chance that he might have just gotten himself involved with fire giants, and if that's true, then that he's in a lot more trouble than you think.
Alright, so we're going suicidal today. Okay. Love you, Jackson. Knew you well. What a wonderful life we had.
Are you sure you don't want me to check your headache?
You can try.
Please, for the love of God, medicine check.
Oh no, I should be there.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Oh no.
She seems mostly fine. Maybe some tense, stress.
I mean, yeah, it's stress headache is,
What do you do
is
in medicine?
was what
Check
my
on
initial
yourself?
assumption was.
You would have a very difficult time doing a medicine check on yourself.
If I can look in a mirror. How about that?
I'm
You
just
can
imagining that
give
she's
him
just stressed.
advantage. You can give him advantage. Let's
Here we go.
see.
I just
Oh,
imagine that
that's
she's
my
stressed out
medicine
enough
check.
that he's having a hard time actually reading this.
Yeah, feel free to
Telling
do
her to hold
advantage on that. Like, hold still, you cheeseburger. Here we go. Feel free to do advantage, Oliver.
Oh, sorry.
You're good. Hey,
Thank
there you
gosh.
Gosh. See? The gods, well, God does care.
go. I love how it's both times now that you've gotten above a 10 has been with the help of Ellie. So
My friend is the strength of help actions.
Yeah, so it takes you a moment, and you eventually, you get her to actually stop moving, and you finally check it. At first, it seems like a tension headache, but there's not as much tension as you expected in there. It might be an alcohol headache, but she doesn't have any alcohol in her system, so it's probably something that's more psychological based. And so in theory, you could fix it with, maybe lesser restoration might be a temporary fix, but it seems to just be a mental strain that she's been having for a while that's just kind of getting to her.
Excuse you.
I'm just going to leave it as I don't know what on earth you've been going through on a psychological level, but whatever's going on back there, it seems like it's coming out pretty quick, or it seems like it's coming up. It's coming back to bite you at the moment.
So it's a God thing. Duly noted. I need to just focus on something else right now.
Hold on. I've got a temporary fix for this. It just says offering you the familiar old clear or colored bottle containing an odd fluid. The label on it reads the lesser cure-all.
Oh, and I thought this was going to be like one of your odd experimental ones.
I'm not just going to give experimental potions to anyone unless I know it's not going to hurt them.
I mean, it'd definitely get my mind off of my headache.
I mean, I could give you the experimental elixir, but I don't think it's going to prove usefully. Even if it is, I can't guarantee it's not going to be harmful.
Fair point. If this doesn't help, Jackson, I'm sure will think of something. And she's going to take it.
Well, Sin, we cast Lesser Restoration.
Hey, nice. Your headache does fade for the most part. It's certainly manageable. It's certainly manageable, and you really aren't too super affected by it at this point. And so it pretty much just goes away for the most part. You still kind of feel it in the back of your head, but it's certainly nowhere near irritating or it doesn't affect your thinking owl.
Well, it's basically gone now, so thank you for that. No one's gonna die today.
It's only a temporary fix, though.
Oh.
We need to find something more permanent in the future.
Ah, Jackson!
Hey, don't look at me. I ain't no wizard.
Ah, but you'll be the medicine to my tragic life. You make it all better.
Well, I can try.
Actually,
Would it
that's
help
right.
if I kissed you?
Actually, that's right. I did flat out said that I just sat down on to actually create these alchemist fires over the entire time that Ruina would be expected to be taking to get here. So, just saying,
let's fix this shit.
this actually would be a really comedic time for it to just pop in.
Yeah. So it's like Dapperin would have gotten her stuff. Bill, you've been gone for a while. You've had good time. And by good time I mean you've been gone for a while.
Yeah.
So you managed to follow the tracks. I'll just put you here. Yeah, we'll put you here for now. No. We'll keep you in the cave system. Just imagine it's a different section of the cave system,
Gotcha.
It's fine. There's a lot of caves. Just move you all the way down there. I'll just imagine these guys are they're here, but they're going to be invisible. There you go. Okay. So you're all the way down here. You've gone a distance in the last, 8-10 hours or so. And I mean a long distance. You don't even know where at this point. You've wandered, you've gone left, you've gone right, you've gone possibly up, you've gone down, sideways, you found water, you found lava, you found many, many rocks. Roll me a survival check real quick. Ooh, boy, that's a 12. Okay. You have no earthly idea where you're going. You haven't had an idea where you're going for probably several hours at this point of just absolute mindless wandering. And you eventually come to yet another crossroads. And you've been to many crossroads at this point. The dwarves seem to just really enjoy their crossroads. I mean, you found at least 12 of them so far. Some of them have led to actual just 30-foot drops into straight lava, so you're really not sure what the point of that was. And other times it's just it goes through a large variation of twists and tubes, and it probably looks kind of fun if you had a minecart to be kind of like a weird roller coaster kind of thing. Or in your mind, it would just be fun to ride. But you eventually get to this point, and on the left, you can kind of hear a lot of arguing, speaking, metal forging. And on the right, you can hear tunes, songs, specifically work songs, and the clashing of pickaxes against rock and metal and the like. First time you've actually heard something of worth in the last, 3 hours.
Well, when in doubt, as a bard, the music is probably where the soul truly lies.
Fair
I walk
enough.
towards the music.
All right. Now I'll move us to this one now. So you guys, you, Bill, managed to find your way into here, and around you is a significant quantity of dwarves laughing, singing. There's a lot of them underneath you as well, quite a distance down. And that's hard to see. Quite a distance down, who are picking at the rocks. I mean, it's a good 40, 50, 60 feet down. is where, like, if you jumped off that rail, you would be falling for like 40, 50, 60 feet or so. And they're mining away, they're humming some tunes, they're slamming their pickaxes in time and mining out stuff. There's some people inside of this inn who are just having just a ball, having a good time, talking, sharing songs to some degree. It's just a really good atmosphere, kind of good time that people are having that you can hear. It sounds like this is kind of where, just kind of where everyone is. All the dwarves kind of commulate, where they're just having good times and they're just having a peaceful moment, you know?
Well, I'll keep wondering. You said there's a 60-foot drop?
Yeah.
Alright. Bill just casually hops down.
Does he not see the staircase?
Bill's not interested in the stairs.
It's slow.
As he
Cool.
casually just feather falls down.
Yeah. So you pretty much just fall all the way down, and you see a lot of folks around you. As you fall all the way down, there's a lot of dwarves who kind of like stop their singing, start their motioning, and they kind of like turn to look at you as you hit the ground, and they're like, "Huh?" And one of them, a particularly kind of older fellow for the most part. Wonder if I can. Yeah. Well. Good enough. So this man, I'll share him on the screen real quick. There we go. For all the viewers. This man, you see him, he's covered in coal, or whatever the rock is down here, probably obsidian flakes that buried themselves into his skin, dirty, rock and other ores, but he has blonde hair. He looks weathered more than he looks old. He probably stands around 4.5 feet tall, roughly speaking. He is big too, so like his bicep is like bigger than your entire skull. And he looks built as he walks up to you. He goes, "Hail, who might you be?"
I am Bill. I come from the surface. Oh, here. As Bill pulls out the paper thing, I believe I'm supposed to show this to people.
Oh.
If I meet up with dwarves while I'm wandering around.
He looks at it and he nods. He goes, "Ah, I see. You have gained passage. Although why are you down here?"
Well, they never said I couldn't just wander about. So I'm wandering. I kind of made my way
Interesting.
here. What is it? Yeah, no. Where am I?
You are inside of the dwarven area of these deep mines. You're actually fairly close to the king. If you want to see him, he's just up there. But this is where most of the dwarves tend to do their mining prowess. He gestures to the large quarry around him, which is just being mined out even as you guys are talking. My name is Thorium Pebblefall. I am the, I suppose, leader of the dwarves down here. I make sure everyone does their business, and we go up and we have a fancy time. I'm one of the two that do it. The other one is the, air quote, night shift kind of folk. We switch off every couple of hours. Make sure we get our rest, we get our fill, we get our plenty, and we work around.
Oh, fair enough. Wait, there are more than just... Wait, you said the dwarven part of the mines.
Indeed.
There are other parts of the mines?
Yes. I'm amazed you haven't seen them. There is, of course, the fire giant area. They can suck a rightful many expletives that I don't want to say here. And we want to fight all of them, but unfortunately we can't, because they're right assholes.
Oh, that explains the banter. Okay.
Huh?
Ignore my comment. My brain just put 2 and 2 together.
Fair enough. Well, I've never seen one of your kind before, but you seem like a good enough fellow to me. Do you mind? Oh, mine.
I've never tried it before, but I'm willing to learn.
Hey, he reaches over and he grabs a pickaxe and he hands it over to you. Well, here's your first lesson, boy. I think you're a boy.
I am 30. For my race, that is middle-aged man.
Here's your pickaxe, man, as he hands it to you.
Thank you. Did I get to picture the pickaxe being like as big as Bill, and Bill just like hoists it over, so like takes a quick step back and like kind of like the 1 foot hop, and he just kind of like got it.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
It's Bill's strength again. 10. Oh yeah, you can hold it. It's heavy. It's fucking heavy, and it's very unwieldy considering your size, but you can hold it. It's like, alright, grip it with both hands, tight, as he grabs his own pickaxe and shows it to you. And now, beat the wall into submission, as he starts just pounding away at the wall. I mean, he is fucking going ham against this wall, like it insulted his mother or something. You feel like he has some serious anger issues he needs to, like, weed out at some point.
Okay, so take it and beat a wall. Okay, question.
Ah.
What is the deepest yet coldest part of the mine?
Deepest yet coldest. I mean, it's kind of like active rivers of lava kind of around the area. It's not really cold down here. You notice most of them aren't wearing shirts, or if they are, it's very thin clothing. They're obviously sweating like pigs as well. And he kind of looks around and he's like, who would be a good one to guide you? He continues to look around. Little Belly can probably guide you. He gestures to one of the dwarves a little bit further away. Oi! Little Belly! You hog-swaggling son of a bitch! And you see the dude named Little Belly starts running over, and he's a bit thicker than most of the others. You assume that Little Belly is a funny joke based on his size, and he wobbles over and he's like, "Yes, sir. What can I do you for?" And Thorium goes, "You know the coolest parts of the caves better than anyone. Why don't you take our new little buddy friend here over to one? I didn't catch your name, sir. What was your name?"
Oh, I am Bill.
Welcome, Bill. That's our new friend, Bill. He has decided to learn the trades of the craft by swinging his pickaxe. Watch this. He stares at you.
Bill takes it in both his hands. I love how they don't even just recognize the dragon bone hand. It's just, it doesn't even register to them. And he
Who
just
knows?
starts
That could be part of your natural anatomy.
They don't know. Yeah, they don't know. They don't know what It's great. And he's just gonna grab it, and at the edge of it, he's going to put acid.
Oh, okay. Roll me
to make it a little more easy to mine.
Roll me a dex. I was don't have you roll a strength, but you're really not. You're really using a dex here at this point. Okay.
Middle of the road.
Middle of the road. You hit it. You hit the wall, most certainly. You dig your thing in. Doesn't come back out very easily.
Just bird feet on the wall. Huh, you think I'd be climbing? Yeah, got it. Uh-oh. Gravity!
Dunk. Our new friend has learned our trade well. So if you'd like to take him to, you said the deepest and coldest parts of the mine?
Yes, the colder and the deeper you go, it'll be hotter. That means the cooler areas in the hottest. Basically, I'm looking for something that doesn't make logical sense. Like,
I'm sure you can find it, Lil Belly. Don't come back until you do. You see Lil Belly kind of sweat a little bit.
Basically, I want the deeper we go and like it being colder than, say, here. But deeper. I know that probably doesn't make a lot of sense.
It makes no sense to me, but I'm sure Lil Belly can find it. Probably. Anyways, you guys go to have fun doing your thing. He immediately starts beating the wall against his little belly once again sweats, and he's like, right, follow me. Follow me. He starts waddling away.
Bill follows, and as he's following, he's like, I wonder how everyone else is doing.
Yeah, and so
I just imagine just like skips back up to the surface, just everyone just screaming.
I was just about to say that, just Ellie screaming, ready to threaten people.
so he has, back at,
Jackson had to kiss her. Yeah, she'd be mentally screaming inside.
yeah. So we get back to this, hard cut to this area. It's like Averin has now her little lovely toy that she's playing with, and Oliver has been tinkering with his alchemist, or not alchemist. It was what was it?
Fire.
Alchemist fire. A couple of it since he just helped the blacksmith, and Ellie is trying not to kill herself with the thought of kissing him. And at this point in time, it has been
He's kissing her, thank you.
fine. Him kissing her. Either way,
He's taking the steps here.
yeah, he's taking the step. He's like walking slowly towards you, and then it's been enough time. But bang! Rowena opens up the door.
Oh, what perfect timing to see her sister being kissed. Or about to be.
So we're in the
inn.
bar, the inn.
Yeah.
Okay. Unemployed man. Don't kiss. Don't kiss her. Get a job first. Okay.
Alright.
What do you guys need help with? I'm here. I haven't slept.
Ellie looks at you with daggers. She's red in the face, but ready to fight you.
Honestly, Ellie, I've been through a lot.
Jackson kind of just nods and he walks over to Iron Belly, just like, yeah, well, cool.
Well,
I'm
duly
saving you the
noted.
trouble. You don't want to hitch a wagon to someone who doesn't even have a job. He said himself he was unemployed before I left.
He's a guard currently. And whatever he did prior to this, it's likely bounty hunting or something of the sorts. He couldn't tell me with Marigold.
Well, we'll deal with that at a different time. You
Should
said
I roll
Bill?
to see if Ellie's headache's back?
It does not come back now.
Okay.
You said Bill is lost.
Yes, Bill is gone. He's somewhere lost in the caverns. He doesn't know where he is currently. And we used up our sending stones for him. Oh, and here's your sending stone.
Ah, thank you. Do you want me to use it?
Up to you.
Just dead
But
silence as everyone
I
stares at each other.
I doubt he actually knows where he's at, but it's worth a shot. Either way, we were debating on going to try to find him or not, but you're more the tracker of the group.
Okay, yeah, I can give it a shot. I mean, I guess he is small, so it makes sense how you could lose him.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's
Well,
very
he
unique.
Well, he went invisible
Oh, I see.
and walked off. So either he'll slowly make his way back, or not. We're not even sure.
I mean,
We
he
can
did.
always check in on him off and on with our sending stones, just taking turns throughout the day to make sure he's alive as we talk to the king, but I have no idea at this point. I successfully just got my headache. I successfully got rid of my headache. And
Were
I
you
was about to
drinking?
get a better cure for your... No, I wasn't actually, but I should at this point, considering my lovely interruption. Anyway, aside from that, it's been a wonderful day.
Sounds like it. Okay, where was the last person? Whoa!
Whoa. Fuck.
What happened?
Dice
Ah!
rolled. Ellie.
Ellie, what were those rolls for?
I rolled The oldest attacking my laptop.
Ah, okay.
Ah,
Thought you were attacking so well. I was like, what the fuck? Why'd you point good?
That character doesn't even exist anymore.
In your heart.
Where was the last place you saw him? I'll start the search there, I guess.
She's dealing with the kids.
out the library front door.
Yeah, it's so lovely that the one episode that they're rowdy the most is the one episode I'm the most talkative. Then you need to be quiet. Anyway.
They knew what you wanted, you know. But yeah. So Jalopper tells you I was at the entrance to the library, which you have no idea where is.
No. Well,
We can just lead you to where we last saw him, and then we can go from there. I still think we should take turns trying to contact him with our sending stones to see, at least make sure he's alive, see if he even wants to meet the king.
true, because we are on a time crunch. And
This is true.
do these have? She holds up the sending stone. Do these have any like limits?
I don't believe so. The issue is he left before I can give him his sending stone, so
Okay.
but we each have a sending stone, so we can just all take turns trying to get a hold of him throughout the day and then go from there.
To answer your initial question, since he doesn't have one, we have 25 words, and he has 25 words back immediately after you send the message. That message can travel an unlimited distance, including to another plane of existence, if it needs to. Oh, also, he can immediately tell it's you sending the message, since he's met you at least once.
Okay then. Just talk into it, I guess, right?
Basically.
Yeah, figure out if he's okay, where he's at, what's going on, something of the sorts we can work with.
Are you coming with us to the king? If yes, stay where you are. If no, also stay where you are. Okay?
Where is he though?
We are coming. You said I don't think he'll know where he is.
He might.
He might. But I feel like those are the most important questions to ask right now, because if he doesn't want to see the king, then we can just go and find him later.
So you're walking with Lil Belly, going, you know, it's pretty goddamn hot down there. You're starting to sweat in your clothing, and you're not really sure if it's going to get colder or warmer wherever the hell you're going. And Lil Belly, I mean, he's stopped a couple times, doesn't seem to really know where he's going. He'll just choose direction, walk in that direction, choose another one, walk in that direction. Yeah, I mean, it's your natural way of going places, so yeah, it's not really abnormal to you, but... and then you just get that message in your head.
Oh. Hey, Ruina!
What was the full thing again?
The out of character, she
Yeah.
wanted to know if you wanted to see the king. If you did, stay where you are. If you don't, also stay where you are. We're coming.
Kinda. Went past his thing not long ago. Mining ore with the dwarves. At the moment.
I was going to have to stop that. He's mining with the dwarves, you guys. He said he went past where the king is.
I can't decide if being with the dwarves at the moment is a good thing or a bad thing.
Honestly, he held his own with the Dragonborn. I think we should just.
Have you ever heard of a fire giant?
Have I?
Roll me a history check.
Oh no!
Yeah.
No! She has not.
It's a possibility, but it's not a strong one. No, you have not. You
Jesus,
assume,
excellent.
based on the term, it's a giant that's on fire.
Those are a thing.
Easiest explanation, it's about anywhere from about a 15-foot to 20-foot tall humanoid person, exceptionally skilled with craftsmanship, but flat out despise most living creatures. And apparently they have an ongoing feud with the dwarves in those mines.
Well, you said he went invisible, right? And he's with the dwarves right now. So I mean, it was multiple. It wasn't a dwarf. So it's not like he's on his own. I feel like he can hold his own. I'm just saying.
I mean, under normal circumstances, I would agree. But I think just one of those things is way more dangerous than a dragonborn.
Okay, also he talked to a super big dragon and he didn't die. He can handle himself, you guys. Like, I will track him if you want me to, but honestly, I don't think we need to.
Just after Bill sends a message, he stops for a second.
Technically, I'm just with one dwarf.
Whoops.
Whoops. Ever just be like a god amongst men.
Yeah.
He bargains pretty well, you know? He holds his own in his fight. You said he was pretty sneaky, so worst comes to worst, he sneaks off.
We also haven't seen it in about 24 hours.
I mean, you haven't seen me in 2 days, 3 days.
Yeah, you come back interrupting me. Okay,
I saved you.
I think the bottle in my bag is sounding. Oh wait, no, Jackson took it.
The unemployed
She
man.
staggers to Jackson.
I will steal that wine if you try drinking it. You know I can.
See, sister, he cares for me at least.
I'll drink it myself if you try.
If you do that, I will resurrect you and kill you myself, sir.
I think that
And the worst
defeats
part
the
is she
purpose.
actually-
Why
The
don't
worst
we
part
just
is she
save this wine for a special occasion when we get Bill back?
You know that wine kills people, right?
All the better. Kill him for leaving.
Anyway, before my headache comes back, somehow it hasn't, let's just go. It sounds like he's not wanting to meet with the king anyways. Maybe the king will
on the
have some
fence.
kind of way of summoning him or something. Who knows?
True, that too.
Let's just hope, because as you made the comment, we're short on time.
We are.
Oliver's good
Nice to
man.
see you, Vertical Averin.
Hmm?
She waves over at her. She said, "Nice to see you, Vertical Averin."
Nice to see you as well.
You feeling okay?
Oh, yes, I'm fine.
So mad.
It's
So wet drop.
okay, Ellie. Take a deep breath.
If you tell me to breathe, the doctor
said take
gets it.
Deep breath. What?
Sorry, what?
Just because her headache's gone does not mean she's going to be in the best of moods.
He's don't
I'm
lean
telling you-
over Ellie's shoulder. Jack's just don't be like, if you kill the doctor, she will be angry at you.
Honey.
Yes.
The unemployed man is right. Just letting you know.
Anyway, are you coming with us back to the cavern?
Oh no, I'm
So-
here with Iron Belly.
It's still really weird having your reader value me.
But no, I'll be here protecting Iron Belly. If Iron Belly has he's not leaning close to Ellie. not a lot of friends in this town. So, if something tries killing him, it's gonna be a very good idea for him to A, not be drunk, but he will be, and B, for someone to watch over him for when he gets drunk, and it becomes not a good thing.
I guess be safe. I don't know how violent these dwarves will get. They might be different than how the dwarves we dealt with were.
I'm very tempted to just. I'm just very, very tempted to just glue the paperwork to my shirt.
I'm sure it'll be fine. He looks at Rowena. You can probably say that he kind of looks over the group. Oliver's bodyguard, and they'll let you in.
I mean, sure.
You could also say that you have information for the king and then relate the information to them, and they'll probably let you in, but whichever path you want to take.
I don't think I have much to tell. We'll find out. We'll find out. Shall we? Shall we, you guys?
Yeah, we probably have already spent more time than we should out of here. Let's get started.
So as everyone turns to the door, Ellie's gonna quickly thieves' cant. So like, love you, be safe.
He'll thieves camp back. Love you. Bye. That's a very extended bye. Aye.
I mean, heck yeah, it's extended. Thieves can't. It literally takes 4 times as long to communicate as thoughts with thieves can't. It's literally canon.
You just stand there for like a solid 30 seconds as he goes, aye.
She just laugh and roll her eyes, then turn around.
Nice. So you guys get to the doors to the cave once more, and you guys see the big guy, and you guys see the tiny guy, and the tiny guy is just staring forwards beadily, and he goes, "Do you have your passages? I like your passages."
Yep, right here.
Nah.
Close it off.
He's don't look at Rowena. Ashes,
Hello,
please.
in Dwarvish. I don't have any right now, I guess.
Oh. Would you like
But
one?
yes, I would.
Oh,
As I am with these fine people here to help keep them safe.
I see. Are you bodyguard?
In a sense, yes.
Nice. Don't reach over and grab a piece of paper, hand it to you. It effectively says, "Do not kill me." You read Dwarvish, so it basically says, "Do not kill me. I came from the Dwarven Tavern, or Dwarven, fucking what? Keep." That was it. Dwarven Keep. You see him kind of put down his spear onto the ground. The big guy hasn't really moved at all, but you see the tiny guy like nod to you, turn around, grab. It's a solid, like 30-foot tall, solid stone door. This thing's heavy. And you see this little guy walk up to it, and he grabs the edge of it, and you can see there's handprints where he grabs, and he flexes, and his entire body grows bigger by like a couple of inches at least, as his entire body flexes, and he grips the door and pulls it open. The sound is very unpleasant, but he pulls it open, and he kind of looks at you all and gestures, "Emperor, please."
Thank you. Every time Rowena's talking to a dwarf, it's going to be in Dwarvish.
Nice. He's speaking primarily in common, but you do notice that every now and again he some of the more not quite sophisticated, but like more actually said words instead of please like that. He speaks in Dwarvish, but a lot of ones he just does in common. So y'all all enter the area, and you see him slowly push it back shut. And the doors are once again closed. You guys are once again inside the caves, and leading towards where the library is. And you guys find your bucket of grease-covered bucket that has a lot of booze inside of it. Yeah, it's
What is this?
completely untouched.
I'll just say that was a When we couldn't find Bill, we tried to leave bait, and it looks like literally nobody's found it. How?
Okay, I guess I'll try to find out where he went. Look for the little bird tracks.
Nice.
Those should be pretty easy to find.
Roll me survival, and since you know exactly what you're looking for and you're experienced hunter for these kinds of things, roll me it with advantage.
Oh yeah, come on.
Wow.
It's not even that good. Wait, can I just
Dang
use
it,
my
just-
success?
Dang it, digital dice, you
yeah.
suck.
Yeah, we'll go with the success. I will eventually change that, but I still haven't figured out what to change it to yet.
Yeah, well,
But-
it's not changed now.
Until we change it, it's still if.
I'm just using my success.
What was that? Was that Bill?
I
Bill?
didn't say anything.
Oh, okay. I
I
heard a
I was
voice.
drinking. No, I just heard Ellie laughing. Like a
Wow.
madman.
Okay. I heard Elliot. I heard someone else. I was like, wait,
Me
what?
too.
Anyways, yeah. So you really don't spot anything at first. It takes you a good couple minutes, and you're legitimately about to kind of give up after a while, being like, I mean, not much I can do. Then you spot something. You spot a single footprint from him. Weird, creepy bird claw footprint thing.
Technically, I'm wearing boots, actually.
That's a fair point. You see a decent-sized boot footprint. That's honestly, no one really searched for the boot footprint, considering he's a bird. No one really thought about that.
This guy's a black feather.
Huh?
He's a kenku. He's got feathers.
Yeah.
It's just a random shed feather.
There's also a feather next to the boot print. No one's found it until now. You searched for a while, but then you found the footprint and the boot print and the feather, and you're like, he went that way down the other fork. Leads away
Marina's
from the
gonna
library.
Gonna turn around, look at the group, make sure everyone's doing. What does everyone look like they're doing? Because everyone seemed pretty rough when I walked in.
Everyone's just kind of staring at you.
I just assume I'm trying desperately just to look around, but have no idea what I would even begin trying to look for.
Okay. How is Ellie doing?
She's sitting. That
Oh,
is
no.
all.
Fair enough.
Okay, everyone. He headed that direction. And then she'll walk over to Ellie. Ellie, I promise everything's gonna be okay. He knows what he's doing. In a sense.
Okay. It's just, he literally almost died not that long ago. 2 weeks ago, 3. And my day's just going peachy. It's fine.
Perhaps perhaps we can have one group track down Bill, and then another group can head out towards the king.
Splitting the party. Listen.
Averin, no. Ellie is going to grab Averin's face.
I don't think Ellie can handle that. She's just behind her.
What did I tell you would happen if we split the team again?
What?
You would get the wrath of 2 sisters, because if we split the team again, Rowena would have to find the other team again. And she already found you. And I don't think she wants to try to find you again.
I'll go with Rowena. We can track down Bill together. I have some things I'd like to talk to her about anyways. And then you and Oliver can go to meet the king.
See, I wanted to be here when they went to the king because I know Dwarvish.
Yeah, and she's with the Citadel and everything. It'd be better for the whole team to be together so we know, we can get all of the answers we need about how the Elvish army's doing, what the plan is with Marigold, which Oliver and I know, and we get new details about the orcs.
I do
So we
understand her
kind of
point,
all
though,
need to
Ellie.
be together.
I do understand
Ellie's
her
going
point,
to turn her to Rowena this time and grab her face.
though.
Slap
Dear
cheeks.
sister,
Yes.
I love you so, but I am fed up beyond everything with this team splitting up. Again, 2 weeks ago, Bill almost died. 4 days ago, Bill sacrificed himself so Averin can live because of a dragon decided to say hello. Actually, Bill decided to say hello.
Yeah, I was just about to say that was Bill.
Either fucking way, I am exhausted. I woke up with a mysterious headache that the doctor couldn't solve. I was about to get kissed by
Ellie.
Jackson, and you interrupted that. So
Rowena puts her hands
yeah.
on her face. I saved you. You want that to be when you feel better, not
Ellie.
when you're like this.
Ellie, by the way, I don't think Bill has actually told you guys what he exactly did with the dragon.
Mhm.
The only person he's actually made aware of that, as far as I can remember, is Averin.
Oh,
actually.
true. Yeah. But the
She's the
fact
only-
that you must have, like, something must have happened between the two of you for both of you to come back alive.
Shit.
Because she wanted to kill that dragon, and the dragon found more interest in you.
That's
A little
true.
bit of process elimination, but yeah. Ellie still remembers what Loki told her, called her boring. Just saying. So, you know, Ellie's fuming. She might get that level in Barbarian.
Alright.
Or she might scare the living god out of her. But, you know, it's fine. So, we are not splitting the team. We are going together to meet with the king. Bill clearly isn't interested in meeting the king, or else he would have said so, in a sense.
He said he was on the fence. So, listen, I am pretty fast at finding people. I am sure Averin is pretty fast as well.
Of course.
I feel like maybe we can go get Bill, and then maybe even before you guys are done with the king, we can be back. And then we have these stones as well. Like, it shouldn't take that long.
Maybe before y'all even get to the king.
Yeah.
Above
You shouldn't be scared about us.
Ellie and Oliver can go towards the king, and me and
Ah,
Rowena can go
yes.
search for Bill, and we'll be back before you even get there.
Ellie's gonna turn to Oliver.
We'll meet up with you in either the path or the location of where the king is.
Ah, nice. Okay, so
You said you were worried about him.
It's true.
I'm worried for the whole team. But in any case, it sounds like there's a lot of monsters and a lot of inner wars within these cavern walls. And I don't want either group to run into them without being, you know, a whole team.
Me and Rowena are quite sneaky. I can cast invisibility.
Oliver isn't.
Oh,
That's
you
why
too.
he has
Oh.
you.
It just sits there sweating.
Do we all want to go look for Bill? We can all go. It's just
I don't
the
know
time.
if we have time. And I don't know.
What's more important?
The whole team being alive, personally?
I thought meeting the Dwarven King was about the war.
Yes, overall thing more important is meeting the king right now. So as soon as we talk to the king, we can get details about the orcs, and then as soon as we get to the orcs, that's when things are really going to jumpstart and get pretty drastic and
Oliver,
quick.
Oliver, can you make invisibility potions?
I can make short last Or short shelf life ones, but I've never really tried looking that deep into the actual concoctions to see if I can extend those ingredients. But I wouldn't wager it would be exorbitantly more difficult than making them as they are.
Or
There
even
you
just
have it.
making multiple. That way we have, if it lasts an hour, we can take another and go as far as we can. Try to get past things that may be waiting for us, because it is a king. How guarded is, I guess, Dad at the Citadel?
Wait, above game, why are you asking that?
Just to get an idea. Just to get an idea. How guarded is Dad?
You're not seriously planning to go and face him.
No, I just want to know in comparison, because
It
if
depends on where he is. If he's
If
at home, it's just
Dad,
him and
I
mom.
guess, is a really heavily guarded person, or the king of the Citadel or whatever, are very guarded, how guarded do you think the Dwarven king is, especially since they're raging a war within these walls near the king? I'm assuming there's
see.
going to be traps and such and creatures, so we'll just have to be careful. I trust that Rowena and Averin will be fine on their own. But do tell us in some kind of way what's going on.
Here, if we happen to be in danger, I can play you a song on my magic lyre. You experienced it
Okay.
firsthand earlier. I know you did.
Oh yeah, I did.
I'll play these 3 notes in succession. Bloop, bloop, bloop. I'm going to play them on the lyre. If we're in trouble, which I doubt we will be.
Okay. I'm trusting you with my sister's life, Averin.
She'll be fine.
Rowena's in the
Rowena-
background, shrugging, like, what?
And Rowena, please watch over Averin. Both
I
of
think
you
I've
are
proven
very
that I do that.
keen. Both of you are pretty keen on sneaking off. So I suspect you'll be fine, but nonetheless, I'm already stressed as is.
I don't think you need to
So-
worry about us. I think we need to worry about you.
Yes. If
And
you can figure
you,
out why I
Oliver.
woke up with this inner headache, that'd be nice.
You woke up.
Yeah, speaking of, if you are planning to go that much deeper into the mines, you'll probably want this. I'm going to hold out. Actually, I'm just going to describe its appearance as I wrote here. A fizzy hot pink potion towards them.
Ew, okay.
This is an elixir of resurrection.
Interesting.
It is probably the one of the strongest concoctions I have ever constructed. Just make sure if anything happens and you're pretty sure somebody is going to die, 24 hours or within 24 hours of the death, whether it be before or after, that can save their life once.
Are you sure
And
you
you
don't
want to keep that? Yeah, I know, right?
If
Like,
we're
hold
going,
up.
I'd imagine since we're here as guests, I'm a lot less likely to be attacked by the king, especially if I can prove I'm allowed to be here. Just says, pointing towards his papers.
I have papers too. In fact, I have
Truth is,
even
but-
more papers. Look at this. She pulls out her military rank and her scout papers. Like, I got papers.
I glance towards them.
True, but
Wet drop.
you're also going to be going into the mining area, it sounds like, which is very likely to be a lot more on the job dangerous.
She'll flex her new bow. Just like
Well,
pull the string.
oh, you got a new toy. That must be the toy I heard about.
Wait, you heard about it?
Yes, I had a lovely dream the other day that you shot Shar.
We'll discuss this later.
Yeah, we certainly will. Nonetheless, we'll both be on unsafe tracks in either direction of the cavern. We'll do our best to gather and say information to the king. Considering how well it went with the mother and father, with just Oliver and I will see how this goes.
Listen, if we take the elixir of resurrection, you
Mhm.
only have one, right?
This is the only one I've got at the moment.
He and I should be fine. I mean, I have a medical kit and other things that can help, and he's a doctor, so we should be okay. We'll at least be able to stabilize each other. And if anything happens to me, I'm really certain you'd get an intense gut feeling, or Jackson would absolutely go bonkers. So, whichever happens first.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, one's related to me by blood, and one knows me since I was a wee child, so.
Well, it sounds like you guys are going to be splitting up next episode, so that's going to be
It
fascinating.
sounds horrible. Yeah,
Hate
I don't like it myself.
Above game, I hate all the choices, most of the choices this team has made.
Hey, don't
Just
blame
like
me. I did the dice.
You
I'll find
did.
out.
He was going to come
Yeah.
back too.
Just wait till I get to next campaign and see what that kobold's like.
Oh
Yeah.
God, I'm excited. All right, well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you guys did, feel free to hit that follow button. Go check out our various social media that we have, including our now recently updated website, which is on that link inside the chat there. I just recently added it, so it reflects a lot of the things. We're also going to be posting a new schedule that we're going to be posting tomorrow. Outline for all of our scheduling stuff. It's going to look kind of like a calendar. It's a really neat visual that Ellie made, and so it's going to be lovely to witness. So if you guys want to see that, pop into our Discord. We're going to be posting it tomorrow after we wake up, so probably sometime around noon PST. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy all this insanity. In next episode, we're going to probably be switching back and forth between the two of them as we likely get into a fight, depending on whether or not they're stealthy and depending on what choices they make. A lot of their stuff is choices, so we'll see where their choices lead them. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and we'll see all of you fine folks on the next episode. Bye!
Oh no, bye.
Have
I'll
a
be
good
this
one.
in.
I'm gonna go get a hit ibuprofen. My head's killing me.
Oh, IRL, actual god.